What's going on, everybody? Today we're gonna see if we can help these poor Sacramento Kings. So what I'm most likely thinking right away before I even really dig into this and look into the roster is that we're probably just going to do a bunch of dumping and reconstructing and rebuilding, because this is, this team doesn't seem to be working. And basically we're probably just going to tank this season, see if we can get a good draft pick to go with it as well. And right away, our very first move, we're going to get rid of Zach LaVine and Russell Westbrook and trade over for Tyler Hero and Kasparis. And Kasparis. Let's just redo that part. And our very first move, we can get a couple younger players with Tyler Hero and Kasparis here. So we're going to trade off Zach LaVine and Russell Westbrook right away. Welcome to the team, boys. Now, let's see what we can do with what we got left here. Love you, Debo, but we're going to have to see what we can find. There we go. Liking this. Debo and Precious Achua for Kaman Malawach and Dylan Brooks. I like that move to get Kaman on here, and good contract. And lastly, this isn't the way I was going to go with this whole thing, to be honest with you. But Sabonis we can trade off. We do have to package up Keon Ellis with him. But we get Trae Young and a swap best Cleveland, Minnesota draft pick, which will probably be not the greatest of picks, but I mean, it's a first round pick, so I'll take it. Not the way I plan to go. And of course, Trae Young's contract is done, but hopefully we can keep him and hold on to him. So I'm going to roll with that to start because I can't trade some of these players, obviously, for another 60 days, but I am probably going to make another move or two. But I'm going to go in about 60 days in and we'll go from there and see what moves we make after that. All right, I hope this doesn't backfire, but I have a master plan in the works here. So I am going to retrade Trae Young now because I can't get him to sign another contract. He does have that player option, but I'm worried about it. So I'm going to give up that first round pick that we got earlier, but we get Denny Avdija and Drew Holiday, which I'm more interested in Denny there, to be frank. So we're going to do this trade, and then hopefully it's still there because I was peeking ahead. I had the option. This would give up my other first, but this gets me Maxey, which I don't know. You might think I'm crazy, but I think that's a really good pick, and I think that'll fit this team well, so I'm jumping on that one. And then let's kind of refresh this team and see where we're looking now. So we got Maxey, Monk, Egan Murray, Avdija, and Eubanks, which I'm swapping his minutes around because I want to give Malawach the minutes. I want him to be the starting role. And then that's kind of what we're going with. And then I'll see what we can do in the offseason. We might be able to still get a trade to pick up a better pick or something like that. Anyways, so let's see what we do because we are 6-23. So giving up our pick was expensive. I don't usually do that. I wouldn't usually do that when you're tanking a season. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully I haven't made a huge mistake here. All right, and season 1 has come to an end, and there's Wemby as MVP. Rookie of the Year is, no surprise, Cooper Flag. Sixth man, Isaiah Collier. DPOI, Victor Matas-Buzelis, Most Improved Player. Luka Doncic, Clutch Player of the Year. Coach of the Year, Mike Brown. And Christopher Bell of the Hawks, Executive of the Year. Do we have anyone in here? I don't think so. I don't think we'll have anybody up in here. Hey, we have our rookie there. So we actually had a good second kind of half of the season here, but I think we just missed the plan. Let's just skip actually go to here for a second. There we go. So if you saw how we started, we were really tanking it. Then we actually did decently afterwards, but we ended up just missing the play-in. And we have Clippers and the Hawks who don't even have, who are they playing as point guard? Hale Alexander Walker. No, Clippers swept. I don't think we're actually going to see the way they're playing this season. I don't see that. I think OKC for sure. There's a lot of retiring greats. Just want to take a minute to show that. LeBron, Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Mike Conley, Al Horford, Rick Orland, Nick Batum, Kevin Love. Look at that list. I thought we traded our pick. Am I misremembering? I'll have to look back as I'm editing this and see. I thought I'm misremembering, or maybe it was our pick was actually the next year because we got the 11th pick there. So that's not bad. We can use that. And let's have a look at... But I think it'd be nice if we could move up. So let's see if we possibly can. Yeah, we got Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, AJ Devansa, Chris Sinak Jr., Nate Ament. Any of those 5, really, I would really love to have on my team. So I don't know if that's possible, but we're going to see if we can move up in the draft for sure. All right, I did find a trade option for the 4th pick that I'm more than happy to take. It's Drew Holiday, just because his contract is so heavy in the upcoming season. Avdija, I didn't want to get rid of, but I mean, again, for the 4th pick, I think it's worth it. And then our 2028 pick, which hopefully, by then will be better. And it will be like a low first rounder anyways. And then we get their pick and we have to take Jeremy Grant to make that work with the salaries. But I'm down for that. He's only got 1 year on his contract. So we're basically swapping out heavy contracts with Drew and Jeremy. But you never know, right? He's a younger player and see, we'll study into that a bit more. But there we go. Now we got the 4th pick and we get to keep our 11th, which is why I really like that move. A lot of the other ones I'd have to give up my pick and even better players essentially for that, so I didn't want to do that at all. So here we are at the draft. Let's see how it goes. Darren Peterson goes first overall. No surprise there. Chris Sinak Jr. was kind of leaning towards second, but we do have Malawach, so hopefully he'll stick around. Sixers, who actually ironically wanted to trade for Maxey, which is I thought was kind of funny. So they're trading off for Lauri Markkinen and their 27th pick, the Jazz. And the Jazz are now picking Cam Boozer. Okay. So I think that leaves us with, yeah, Nate Ament or AJ Dybantsa. Two really solid picks. I think I want to take AJ here. We did have him in our Wizards simulation that we did. You definitely should check that out if you haven't already. And he did amazing. He became definitely a Hall of Fame player and everything. So I'm going to go with AJ. I think that'll be a perfect fit for this team, and it will probably bring us right into the playoffs in the next year. So we'll skip down here, and let's see what we do for the 11th pick. Hey, Ament is still available? No shit. Wow, that's insane. Caleb Wilson's also, I wouldn't be mind taking him either. But the thing I'm looking at here is Nate Ament's backup position is shooting guard, so maybe I can have him play a bit of the two. And AJ's backup is power forward, like Caleb here. So that gives me a little more flexibility with the two guys. And this guy has a ridiculous wingspan, by the way, too. 7'4" wingspan. So yeah, I will happily take Nate Ament. I can't believe he dropped all the way to 11th. That's insane. And with our second round pick, we're going to take Paul Moody here. He's only 6'8", but he's center from George Washington. He's actually got potential to be an all-star. So I like going for those when we're going in later picks. So I'm going to go for that one. And then actually we do have another second rounder. Let's see who we can have available here. Perhaps we'll find another gem. All right, and another one we're going to go for here is another kind of potential here. All NBA potential. Bottom is bench though, but all NBA Dennis Rodman comparison. I like that because, you know, if you know me, you know I like defensive players. I like gritty players. That's the kind of teams I like. So we're going to go with Argento Izzo here and see how this goes out of Italy. Hopefully this pick will develop into something special. I like those draft picks. I think this is amazing. I'm really, really happy we got Ament and AJ Dybantsa. That's freaking insane. And we're also going to extend Devin Carter here. I like the look of this young team already. I think we've done good things already. All right, I was looking at trading Jeremy Grant because I really just want to dump that salary, to be honest. That's a fat salary. And being that he's 32, just with our team chemistry and all that, I don't think that'll work. But look at this potential here. We got Dalton Connect that we can do a trade for. I wouldn't mind going on that and seeing what happens. And we only have to give up a second rounder as well. We get two young prospects. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think that'll pay off well on our team because, yeah, we don't want to be well over there. Now we got 14 million over the cap. I don't want to be well over the cap, really, obviously, with this team right now. And to try to stay under the salary cap, I'm really eyeing this one here. Schroeder, we can give up for 2 firsts. I mean, the first is lottery protected, which is the Pistons. I'm assuming you're going to make the playoffs with that team anyways. And then we got a top 3 protected in 28. I don't think that's bad. At least it gives us some picks there for the future. Maybe we can move Dylan Brooks too, seeing as we got all these young guys. Let's see what we can get for Dylan Brooks here. Oh, I saw another couple picks. 2 lottery protected picks from the Bulls. And I do like the fact that a lot of these players would go to the East. Have swap best with Hawks pick, but we have to take on a big contract, which is exactly what we're trying to avoid here. Swap best Wolves, Cavs, and Walter Clayton Jr. Actually, I think I like this one because I can get Young Hansen. He's got 2 player option of 2 years on his contract after this. I think I like that. Then I have another young center on my team. We're going to do that. That should get us, yeah, we actually are under the cap now as well, which is good. And we got a good team piece together. One last move we're going to do is we're going to trade off Neek Clifford because we now do have one too many players, but we get 2 first-round picks. You know, it's kind of a swap deal, but I'll take it for 2 firsts. All right, now one of my always favorite things to look at is player progression. And look at that one trade for Dalton Connect. He went up 5 to an 81. That's freaking nice. Malawach jumped up to a 79. Devin Carter jumps up to a 78. Sonmu goes up 1. Yakusionis Kasparis goes up to a 77, goes up 6. And a little progression from some of these other players, like even Young Hansen that we traded for. So again, very young team, as you can see. But I think we got a lot of potential here. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next season. I did tweak this a bit, but this is how we're going to start off our season at least, with Maxey, Connect, Dybantsa, Murray, and Malawach as the starters. Monk, Carter, Sonmu, and Ament coming off the bench. They didn't want to give Ament any minutes. And Kasparis. They didn't want to give any minutes to Ament, but like I don't want him to like not develop basically, because he should either way. But I want to make sure, so I'm going to make sure he gets minutes here. And it's going to be a pain in the ass when every time an injury comes up, but we'll see how it goes. We'll jump into a couple months here. We'll just jump down to the start of January and see how the team's looking so far. So far, the team's not bad. As you can see, we just lost 4 in a row. We were one game over 500 and then lost 4 in a row, but we did have an injury to deal with, and we got our players all healthy now. So I think, you know, I'm okay with sitting around that kind of play-in spot for this year and then see how the team develops from going forward. Again, we got so much young talent, so I'm totally cool with that. We're building something special here. All right, y'all, we're done this season. Jokic gets MVP this year, and pretty MVP numbers. Holy crap. For the whole season? Holy crap. Those are some insane numbers. That's more what I thought Wemby would do. No disrespect to him. Anyways, Rookie of the Year goes to Darren Peterson. Not one of our guys, sadly. But hey, we got two really good guys. AJ Mitchell, 6-man. Wemby gets DPOY. Reed Shepard, sorry, was most improved. Clutch player was Jokic, Chris Finch, and Nathan Mack. I don't think we're going to have anybody here, but we'll have rookies. Yeah, there's AJ, Rookie of the Year here. 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, almost 3 assists. Shooting percentages will definitely get better. Or at least get better. Nate Ament actually made the second team with actually very similar numbers. A little better shooting percentage, especially from 3. Similar numbers. Nice. And we, as you can see here, we finished 7th. So we get to go into the play-in. And we lost the first game. Right. I was getting confuzzled there. I haven't been a play-in team in forever. Let's see. Did we get it through? We do. So we do make it through to face Minnesota in the first round. Now we're going to look at our lineup a little bit here for this possibly, but I like the way it looks so far. With Maxey connected to Mansa, Murray, and Malawach as our starting 5. But yeah, we got to face up with Ant-Man, Julius Randle. Oh, I think Rudy Gobert might be injured unless they traded him off or something. We actually won the first game. Oh no, there's Gobert. Okay, he just didn't start. Maxey with 23, Monk with 23, DeBansa with 23, Connect with 19. Good balance on the team, and we won by 7 there, as you can see. It looked like a pretty competitive game through and through. The third, we took a bit of a lead there, but pretty competitive through and through. And they win the second game. Not too surprised there. We win the third at home by a point. Oh, underdogs. Oh, really? Day to day with a pinched nerve? Like he can play that, though, I guess, right? He could play. And we're tied up going into a big game 5. There, he's fully healed. It's a good thing because I think I did simulate round by accident. That would have sucked. Can we bring it to 7? Oh, we brought it to a game 7. I don't believe this. All right, we're going to simcast this game and see how we do. We are in Minnesota. We go up 5 after the first. We're up 6 at halftime. Ooh, and then they've taken the lead now. Oh, we got a nail biter tough game. Oh, they're getting ahead of us. So yeah, they're up by 15. I think we're done. Damn. Look at that. They wanted me to get to the conference finals with this team. That's ridiculous. But I'm really happy with what we did there. We went to 7 games against the first seed. Maxey with 28, DeBansa with 28, Connect with 15. I'm just curious, seeing as I throw Ament a few minutes. He was 2 of 3. He only ended up playing 8 minutes. But 2 of 3 shooting. But I'm taking that. You know, we went 7 games with the number 1 seed. I'm taking it. And the Pacers win with Halliburton as the MVP. Wouldn't that be cool to see after the struggle they're having so far this year? And him being out basically for the season after that, for them to win a championship. That would be pretty sick. A couple more big names here. I'd just like to give a shout out to Durant and Westbrook, and then Drew Holiday that we traded off. Did end up retiring at the end of this year. So good thing we traded him because we got some good value for that. But yeah, some great players there. So after the draft lottery, we ended up with the 15th pick from OKC there and the 17th pick that we had of our own. So not bad at all. I'm happy to have 2 picks in the first round. Sorry, I also missed that we got the 25th pick as well from the Pistons. That's right. I missed that and almost forgot. We have 3 first rounders. In this draft, there is 3 solid centers that all have really good potential. So I'm just going to look and see if there's any chance we can get our hands on any of those. We'll first just try this and see. And right away, we got negative on the first one. Oh, negative for the second pick. We can maybe package up our picks and try to offer them to someone and see. And they will give us 3rd pick, but they want Maxey. Any other options? They just want Maxey. I don't really want to give up Maxey. He's still young. And we'd have to give up a 17th pick for that. Or Desanmu. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd choose this pick. This swap. But I don't... Yeah, again, I still don't really want to make that move. Yeah, so nothing really came out of there. I even tried looking at moving some of my... Packaging a couple of my picks for another pick. Now, maybe I could have manually offered one to them and it would have went through, but I decided to just sit. I mean, we do have a couple good young center prospects anyways, so we'll just let it go and let all these guys go. Look, one of the centers, yeah, they're at the top. Out of the top 4, the top 3 went. And we'll see what we end up with here. Let's sim down to our first pick. Because, I mean, we do have a lot of picks, and these are still decent picks. So with our 15th pick, we went with a shooting guard, Willis Cole here. He's got all NBA potential, although bench is the bottom part, but we do need a shooting guard. And he's got a good wingspan and everything. So we're going with this guy for our first of many picks. We might as well just zip ahead because we only got one team in between. Pollard, that's someone who I'd looked at. So, but I was like, we have so many young centers. Centers always pop up first. So for our 17th pick, I decided to go with Gregory Lynch here from Connecticut. A point guard. He's definitely going to be a development, but another guy who has a lot of potential. But he starts off, I think, at a 68. So he's, yeah, definitely going to be for the future. Maybe as Maxey ages, we can have him fill into a bigger role of the team. And I'm actually going to do this with our 25th pick. We give away one of our second rounders, but we get a first round pick, swap worst with either Bucks or Blazers. That should hopefully be a decent pick either way it goes. So I'm going to make that trade. I'm actually going to dump off our last second round pick as well with OKC for their next year's pick. I don't think we need to make any others. We got 2 good guys and we got so many young players already that we're definitely going to keep onto the team. I don't want to have to drop a lot of people, so I'm just going to pawn all those off and we'll stick with what we got from there. I may have signed one too many players, but I'm going to see if I can trade off as much as I don't want to. I'm going to trade off Moody here for a 2030 first round pick from the Clips. I hope that'll pay off to be a good pick. That guy had a lot of potential, but again, you know, we got to do what we got to do. And now time to check out my favorite part. And surprisingly, Maxi went down 1, but look at this. AJ went up 6 to an 84. Ament went up 7 to an 83. Connect went up 2 to 83. Malawatch went up 3 to 82. Kasparis went up 4 to 81. And Carter went up 2 to 80. Ooh. We don't have a whole bunch of bigs. Oh, look, Izzo actually went up 6 as well. And Jan Hansen went up 2. We don't have a lot of bigs, but yeah, look at this talent already on the up and ups. Decided to take a look at contract extensions. We're about halfway through the season, and we did extend Maxi. He literally just got injured, but we did extend him for 3 more years. I thought the contract value wasn't too bad, although we may look at trading. We'll see. I'm considering it with the drafts in the next year. And we also just added 1 more year onto Monk's contract because he was willing to take it for a minimum again. So hell yeah. And here's, you can see what we're at right now. 31 and 22, sitting 6 in the conference as we're just getting into February. Not bad. So I'm going to run with this because I'm hoping I can make another move at the get another young piece to this team into the next season. So we'll see. We're not expecting to win anything at this point. We're just trying to be competitive and maybe hopefully get into the second round at least. Here we are at the end of the season, and Wemby has got another MVP under his belt. Dell McMillan, Rookie of the Year, 6-man De'Aaron Fox. DPOY is also Wemby. Chris Sinak, Most Improved Player. Jokic, Clutch Player. Coach of the Year, Mitch Johnson, and Aaron Phillips. So the Spurs guys for that. Do we have anybody up in the All-NBA teams? Not yet, but I feel like that'll come soon. We did end up 4th seed. Not bad. We're going to face off with the Lakers here. We'll skip through the play-in. Then we face off with the Lakers in the first round. How are they looking these days? So they do have... Is he injured? They're showing Luka right there, yet he's not in the starting lineup. So he might be injured right now. If so, that'll be kind of nice for us. So let's sim game 1. Yeah, we won game 1. Let's just see. Did Luka even play? Luka did not play. Yeah, so he must be injured. So bonus for us. Sorry to say, but you know, it's going to help us out. We win 2. Oh, they win the 3rd. We win the 4th. They win the 5th. We go on in 6. Awesome. So we did at least make it to the second round. Oh, Debanza cut to head, but day to day. Okay, that's not bad. And we got to face San Antonio now in this round. Oops, I accidentally just clicked leave rotation as is. I didn't even see what that said. But there we go. We're facing off Stephen Castle, Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson, Santi Aldama, and Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, that might be as far as we make it. But you never know. Let's see what happens here. Sim, they won the first 2. I'm just going to check in case I missed something. I'm just going to let this auto set up. Malawatch is back because he was injured too, so I just want to make sure we didn't miss out on that. And they win game 3. Are we going to get swept? Come on. Oh, ouch. We got swept out there. I wouldn't be surprised. Western Conference, and say, wouldn't be surprised if they win. Ooh, Detroit. This would be a good thing to see. If you imagine like 2-3 years into the future, seeing these 2 battle actually would be really sick. Although Spurs swept and move on pretty convincingly. 35, 14, 5, 4. Wow, look at those numbers by Wemby. Insane. 3.5 steals and 4.2 blocks, along with that shooting percentage, is just wild. Sheesh. Dallas took him to 7, and OKC took him to 7. They swept us and the Pistons. And let's see what we do here. Let's see, can we get another young piece to this team? So we don't have our pick from that trade before that we did with Portland, but we do have a pick via Detroit at 28. So not big of a difference. We went from 24th pick to 28th pick. Not a huge difference. Nothing much else there. So if there's the right player available, is it worth moving up? That's going to be the question here. We have a center and another small forward. We don't need a small forward. This is the consensus number 1 by the looks of it here. Conrad Tiggs. Don't know if we can get that number 1 spot here, but I'm always going to look. I always like to see just what potentially do they want for that first pick. Let's find out. So we can get the 4th pick. If we go to the Nets here, we'll get Mitchell Robertson on a 1-year cheap contract, and they do want Maxi which I was considering on moving anyways, to be honest. I don't really like the idea of that move. When we get Austin Reeves, who's 30 as well. He's got a big contract. Yeah, I'd rather take this move. I'm going to go for it because I'm looking for the future still. I know that's going to be a bit of a detriment right now, but we got a couple good young point guards, right? So I'm going to see what we can do here. Can we make another trade possibly to move up? If not, we might have something good at 4. All right, I'm trying to see if I can get the first pick. If I offer them another, like basically all our picks this year and another first pick and Mitchell Robertson, no. I don't know if that would be more valuable there. No. How about we throw in another first? I'd like to keep those other firsts. I think we got it. Wow. Okay. So that took a lot, but we did get the first overall pick. I will happily take because, yeah, I know we have Malawach, but I mean, if this guy's going to be a generational kind of guy, it's Conrad Tiggs right here. I'm definitely down. We might as well look at these other players. But Hall of Fame starter, center from Australia. I don't want another small forward. The other guy I was considering, that's why I'd be willing to go with 4th pick because he is considered to go around 3rd, 4th, is Alexander Martin here. He's also got Hall of Fame starter and he's a power forward. Plays center as a backup, so we could theoretically move him. But I don't know. Like, ooh, he's only 19 as well. Should we risk it and go down to Martin, even though we got the first pick? It would suck if we would have ended up getting him at 4th, but he's only 19. And I kind of like that. There's 2 more years to develop. Already going to be a B-. But if this guy consensus like 1st overall on almost all anyways. Martin is 1st overall on some as well. Let's do it. Let's do it. There, we're doing it. Tell me in the comments if you think that was a crazy move, but we're doing it. And tell me now before you see what happens. So yeah, let me know what you think, but we just gave up all our picks for this year, and I don't really care about our pick, frankly, because I think it's going to be a high one anyways. But we gave up all our picks this year to get that 1st overall. And let's see. Yeah, Tiggs ended up going 2nd to the Hornets. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm actually going to make a note of that name, Tiggs, because I'm going to see later on if it does kind of seem like it anyways. I mean, sometimes depending what system you're put in and all that obviously can make a difference, but we'll see if we'll end up with the better overall pick in the long term here. So of course, we're going to take all our options on all these guys. Look at these great players that we have all lined up here. This is amazing. We're definitely going to accept all of those for sure. So I just decided I'm going to put out offers on all these guys versus the qualifying. Most of them are actually better anyways, and all 3 of them agreed. So that's perfect. We got Izzo, Carter, and Connect all locked in. They were the only ones kind of out there as restricted agents. So I think we can should be able to keep our team together at this point. So looking the team over just to see what we got. Yeah, we got Kasparis, we got Devin Carter, we got Gregory Lynch, which is our prospect, who hopefully will be going up a bunch. At shooting guard, we got Connect, Monk, and Cole. And then small forwards, we have Debansa and Ament, the 2, very big players here. Power forward, we got our new guy, Alex. We're just going to call him Alex for short. Alex Martin. We got Hendricks, which I picked up on a good contract the previous year. We got Keegan Murray, who's on a big fat contract, but hopefully, maybe we can do something there. And then Argento Izzo that we relocked in, right? Another young prospect that we got. And we got Malawach, Robinson, and Hansen. So basically, we got the whole team from last year with Robinson in the addition in that trade where we traded off Maxey in order to get our guy. I think this team will be stronger with what we've built, but let's see. Player progression is going to tell us a lot. So we got AJ Debansa up to an 85. I was hoping to see a bigger progression out of these guys. Nate Ament up to 84, but I mean, they're still 21. So Kasparis is up to 83. Malawach is up to 83. Connect actually went down 1 to 82, and he's 27. Interesting. Carter went up 1 to 81. Izzo went up 6 to 81. Wow. That's actually huge. Monk went up 1 to 79. That's surprising. Jan Hansen went up 4 to 74. And a big jump there from Cole, Willis Cole here, who's jumped up 7 to 78. And Lynch jumped up 6 to 74. So there, a lot of those young guys have gone up quite a bit. Oh, Murray's kind of stagnant too. So Murray and Connect are 2 players I'm going to be thinking about quite a bit. And do we do some kind of package? Because we do have Debansa and Ament. I did consider moving Ament to the 2 position, but he does go down a fair bit. And so I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe we'd be better off to try to find another kind of potential Hall of Famer guy with move one of these 2 guys. We'll have to consider that. But for the time being, that's the team we're going to roll with. We're going to start the season off that way, see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. Quick check in here as we're just getting into the new year, and we're sitting at 24-13, not bad, 3rd in the conference. Our chemistry is 90, finish is 75. I like those numbers. So I think for now, at least we're going to keep rolling this way and see. Might even roll through the end of the season if this stays the way it is. Well, no surprise here. We got Wembanyama as the MVP yet again this year. Conrad Tiggs, he does end up being rookie of the year. But in my defense, to start off, at least our guy hasn't gotten as many minutes, right? He's coming off the bench. Where this guy probably started for the Hornets because they probably suck. Sixth man of the year, De'Aaron Fox. DPOY, Wemby yet again. Barney Young, most improved player. Look at that face. Luka, clutch player of the year. Back on the Mavs. That just looks weird now, doesn't it? That would be it. For Dallas fans, I would love to see that happen. Do our guys make it anywhere this year? Nobody. Well, there's Alexander Martin. Let's actually see. Let's see how many minutes and stuff he played. So he's got 12 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, a block. Not so great shooting in 25 minutes. So not bad minutes. But I still believe. I believe we made the right pick. I believe we did it. All right, this first matchup, 4-5 seeds against Golden State. Let's see who they got going with them right now. Oh, they picked up Ja Morant, did they? Ja Morant, Podziemski still there, Kuminga, Sochan, and Diabate. This is actually, I didn't even look at my own team there, just for comparatives here. It's actually not a bad matchup. Let's see, oh, Golden State wins the first game. Come on, man. Pretty balanced attack on our end. Ooh, Ament was only 4 of 16. Debanza was 4 of 10. Shooting percentages could be a little better. And Morant and Kuminga led the way there, both with great shooting percentages of their own. We were 43% and 28% from 3. We need to do better, boys. There, we won game 2, and we won by 5. Looking much better there. That's more like what we're talking about. And we win game 3 with this. Oh my gosh, dislocated left elbow. Yeah, you can just adjust the rotation. We win game 4 still without Devin Carter. And we win in 5. All right, that's what I'm talking about right there. Dalton Connect now has an ankle sprain. That should be a short injury, but still. Big key piece to the team. Oh, and we're facing the Spurs again in the second round. Deja vu. So we got Willis Cole, our little prospect, as our starting shooting guard for this game. AJ Martin, Malawatch. Ooh, yeah. I mean, our guy, hopefully, well, I mean, they said 1 to 2 weeks. Hopefully it's closer to the, well, he actually won game 1. What? 137 to 101. So we whooped them on their home court. And what happened to Wemby there? Look at that. 6 of 15 shooting, 0 of 7 from 3. Although he had a ton of free throws. Still had 25 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 blocks. And wow, look at this. Holy crap, Willis Cole, who's a kind of a prospect guy, right? He was our 15th overall pick. But nonetheless, he's still kind of a bit of a prospect guy. 28 points, 9 of 16 shooting, 5 of 7 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Wow, what a huge game there. And Alex Martin, too, with a great game. Wow, the guys you don't expect, coming up in that game for a huge win. That's amazing. We keep it going. San Antonio won game 2. Devin Carter, injury has healed. San Antonio wins game 3 and game 4. Oh, after that, winning that first game, eh? Dalton Connect is now back. But we're out anyways. Damn. Had some optimism there with winning that game 1, and then it was all downhill from there. So they go on Dallas and San Antonio. Let's see what happens there. Wemby, Western Conference MVP. Obviously, they went on, and Cleveland comes out of the East with Donovan Mitchell. So Spurs Cavs. That should be a good matchup. Can we just have a peek just for gits and shiggles? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Wemby must be injured because he's not on the starting line, although they're showing him again. Must be injured. Will he be back in time? Oh, they won in 7. And Wemby got MVP, so he must have not been out for long. 4 games played. And how was it? It was in 7. So he did come back and they ended up winning. Do we have anything here? Let's see. Yeah, we do have the Clippers pick. So we got 10th pick right there. That's decent. I'm happy to see that. Doubtful we're going to make any moves with what we got. Let's just sim down to our pick. All right, who do we got available? Donnell Dawson, all NBA starter. See, he's got all NBA starters. See, I like that already because guaranteed starter. That means he's going to be guaranteed good. I don't mind getting another point guard, really, to be honest. Anyways, I'm actually cool with that because it looks like he's probably the best pick anyways out of the bunch. Let's go for it. Donnell Dawson, welcome to the team. Straight out of Cali. Yeah, no doubt we're taking all our player options this year again for all 4 of these guys. See, we have some interesting things to look at right here. We definitely want to keep at least one of these centers in, so we're going to have to make sure we can do that. We definitely want to keep one of the 2 at least. And the last time I checked, they both said they wanted to stay with the Kings. And Kasparis, I do want to keep him as my starting point guard for now and see what Donnell does. But we have to, of course, be able to pick up all these guys. So let's see what we can do. Because they don't always take the qualifying offer rate. So I want to... All right, we got Kasparis and Malawatch locked in. I wanted to focus on them first. And let's see if we can hang on to Jan here as well. 3 years, 33 million. She's very interested in. Okay, so he's probably going to take that. And again, we can match it as long as we have the cap. As long as it allows us. I don't think we're anywhere near the hard cap yet. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we give them the opportunity to match, which we definitely will. So that's perfect. There, we got all 3 of those guys and 2 of them locked in long term. One, well, actually, they're all locked in for 3 years, I believe. So that's perfect. So we're just skipping through free agency. We got 14 players locked in. I think I'm just going to stick with that. Well, let's see how the progression looks, and then I'll explain a concern I have as well. So starting off here, all right, Argento Izzo jumps up 5 to an 86. That was our 42nd overall pick in the first year of our draft, so that's freaking amazing. Debanza stays 85, that's kind of sad. Alex Martin jumps up 6 as well to 85. I shouldn't say as well, but you know what I'm saying. Molly Watch goes up to 84. Kasparis goes up to 84. Can I just call him Yak? Yak goes up to 84. Ament stays, yeah, see, I don't know if it's because the two of them together, they should be, their potential should be higher. Like their potential should be going up really high. You like Sacramento? Let's just see. This is my concern anyways. They both want to sign here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oops. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sign them both. That's my concern. So I wonder who has the most kind of potential here, really, and the best fit for this team. And that's probably where we're going to look at, because we might have to move one of the two of them. And of course, I want to move them before it's too late here. Looks like Debanza has a little more potential still sitting in him. So I think we'll probably lean towards holding on to AJ here. But anyways, moving back down, Devin Carter actually went up 2 more to an 83, which is good because he's the one kind of, see, we got the 3-point, well, we got 4-point gun, sorry, and he's the one I was thinking of moving. Oh yeah, look at that, because Gregory Lynch also went up to an 80. It was our 17th overall pick in 2027 draft, so 2 years ago. So we can't, like, obviously we're not going to be able to keep all these guys. And then our new draft pick here, who's got a crap ton of potential in Donnell Dawson, we're not going to be able to keep all those guys around, so. There we go. Willis Cole, who played amazing in the playoffs there, goes up 4. Connect went up 1. Carter, we already said that. Yeah, Lynch, as you saw, went up 6. Jan Hansen went up to an 81, which is good. We got some solid centers. Monk went down 1, but again, we got him on a minimum, so I'm totally cool with that. Him being at a 78. And a minimum contract is totally cool with me. But we got some good players here. Like, look at all our, we got 4 solid point guards. We got 2 solid shooting guards for sure here. Right, with Monk as our backup guy. We've got 2 potential Hall of Famers here, which again, we're probably gonna have to move one, but we'll cross that bridge soon. And we got our first overall pick from last year, Alex Martin right there, and Izzo. Keegan Murray's still around. He's got that fat contract. That's someone we're probably gonna move as well. Jan Hansen and Kamal Mollywatch. Like, this team is good. This is a good team. We don't have like a big 90 overall type of player, so I don't know how well it'll do for the playoffs. But maybe we can do something. We'll see how things look. All right, I'm going to make this move just to get a salary dump, so we give up a 2nd round on Keegan Murray for our 1st round with Jakob Poeltl, who's on the last year of his contract. So I don't mind taking that just to get that salary out and at least it's moved to the East. So we're going to do that. Sorry, Keegan, but yeah, I didn't want to hold on to that payroll. We're going to need that space. Maybe we can hold on to AJ and Nate Ament without that contract. We'll see. I did also look into doing some further moves, but I didn't really see anything that stood out. There's not really anyone wanting to give us draft picks or anything. So we're going to see how this goes. It looks like we're on a bit of a winning streak right away here. So I like that. As I say it, and we lost a couple. But it looks like we're going to sit around the same ranking this year. I was hoping to move up a little bit, but we'll see how this goes. We don't really have any extensions to do either, except for our 2 guys who we can't extend right now that we're going to have to try to grab. So hopefully this doesn't backfire. I'm always worried about holding on to 2 big players like this and risking losing one, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes. I'm not giving them away for nothing either. So as you see, Wemby ends up as the MVP again. Flanders, Jeffrey Flanders, Rookie of the Year. 6-man, Jaden Ivey. Funny, that's interesting because I did strongly consider a trade for him. DPOY goes to Wemby. Look at that, most improved player, our guy, Alex Martin. 16.6, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a half, a block and a half. Shooting percentages, hopefully will still go up. He's still young. I think he's only 20. So yeah, that'll get better. Clutch Player of the Year, another award for Wemby. Coach of the Year, Quinn Snyder and Christopher Bell, both from the Hawks. Oh, we got Alex Martin on the all defensive. Oh, he's injured. 4 to 6 weeks. Oh, ouch. Good start for the playoffs. And did our man make all rookie? No, I don't even think he had any minutes. That was the one thing with having all these point guards. All right, skip through the play-in, and we are 5th seed this year going against Dallas. They fell off a bit. Let's see. It's so weird to see Luka back on the Mavs. They got Luka and Cooper, and then that's about it. I mean, there's holes there. There's holes there. It gives us potential. Gives us an opening. Let's see if we can get in there. Alex Martin is playing even though he's injured, so that's good to see. Must not be too bad. So hopefully we can do some good. Actually, I'm just going to do a little game plan check here. So Ament's hot, so he's starting Bansa coming off the bench, that's fine. Oh, that's why Yak is down there too. And they're starting Devin Carter because he's on fire, so let's see how that works. Oh, and Bansa also, what's your, I didn't say anything. Apparently it must be a very minor injury, I guess. Well, let's see here, sim through game 1. Dallas wins game 1. That sucks by 2. Ouch. Luka with 22, 8, and 10. And Cooper with 16, 10, and 6 with 4 steals. It's a deadly combo. And our guys, pretty balanced attack. Our shooting percentages look decent. Oh, not so decent as I thought. 41 versus 43%. Our 3-point shooting is garbage. We really need to consider looking for a 3-point shooter or something here. Dallas wins game 2. Did they? How's that one look? And they won that one by 20. Oh, so they walked away with that one. Oh, they have Desmond Bain. I didn't even notice that. So they walked away with that one. He must have been injured in his back. It's got to be what's going on there. All right, we're going to juggle that up. And they win game 3. Well, we won 1 at least. And we're out. Oh, man. Well, that sucks. Let's see how the rest of the playoffs end up here. We'll fly through. Memphis makes it out of the West with Mitch Moore as the Western MVP. And Hawks out of the East with Risa Shea. Hawks Grizzlies matchup. Who do these guys got? Ooh, that's good. I like this. I'm going to put my money on Hawks to win this one. And they sure do. Mikal Brown Jr. as the finals MVP. Congrats, Hawks. A lot of big names retiring here. AD, Zach LaVine, Spicy P, Joel Embiid, Norman Powell, Derek White. A lot of big names that have retired now. So going into this one, we have the 17th pick via Portland right there. As you see, our pick went to the Pelicans, but we got a better pick out of that anyways. So I'll take that. All right, I think we're going to take William Matthews here with our pick. I like his comparatives. Pretty big dude. Athleticism, perimeter defense, post defense. He's only 6'5", but 234 pounds. So big dude, we're going to take him for pick number 17 here. And that was actually our only pick. I thought we had a second round this year, but we don't. So that was our only pick this year. Hopefully that one turns out good here. Once again, we're accepting all the team options because look at all these guys. We have obviously Alex Martin. We're taking Willis Cole, who's up sitting at an 83, and hopefully will be even more. And Gregory Lynch at 81. This is where I get concerned. We have, look at this, all 85 players. All 3 of these guys are great players. Are we going to be able to hold on to them all? Will they let us? What will we be able to do? We might have to free up some cap space some more, even though we already got rid of Keegan Murray's contract. We might have to free up a little more cap space. But here we go. Fingers crossed. We got AJ and Nate already locked in. I'm surprised he took this contract. He wants a lot of money, so I lowballed it. And I actually got it. I'm actually much happier with that AJ contract. But, you know, I didn't want to lose these guys because I'd rather trade them or something like that. Good to see if this will go through. Devin Carter for 2 firsts. They said a first and another player, but I'm trying this instead. I don't know. That value is actually higher, which is interesting. I don't know if they'll take it. They did. Okay, so I got 2 first-round picks from the Nets. Devin Carter. That'll free up a little cap space. This will hopefully help us out. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to see when I clicked on that. I mean, he doesn't really fit the team. I was thinking of, like, trying to do a move anyways, but... Well, we can cap hold you anyways, buddy. So, yeah. Well, Izzo was only going to take a 1-year, 15 mil contract. So, yeah, we're going to match that. But we also picked up a few good players. We got a couple minimums and then Grady Dick as well. So I'm happy with that. Let's see how the team looks overall. We're definitely going to have to make some moves, though. So Izzo doesn't want to be here. Say, I don't want him here then if he doesn't want to be here. But we'll need to get someone else who better suit our team. So we'll have to look at that. Progression. Alex Martin has jumped up to 91. Thankfully, we finally have someone in the 90s now. Nate Ament jumped up to an 88. Wow, okay, maybe he was worth the coin. Because AJ, as you see down there, didn't go up at all. Izzo went up 1 to an 87. Lynch went up 6 to an 86. Wow. Malawach went up 3 to an 87. Cole up to 83. Is that about it? Donnell Dawson only went up 1. He was our hopeful prospect for the future, but anyway, he's still in 22. Still got potential. Still got room. Nowhere near his prime yet. So that's amazing. And this guy at 21 years old is a 91. That was definitely... We'll still have to compare him to Tiggs, but that was definitely a great pick. I don't know if they'll take this, but I want to see if I can strengthen our 2 position. So I'm going to try. I'm trying to pick up Trey Johnson here, but I got to make this a valid trade. They wanted to get Ament, but no way am I trading him. But I would consider this one, Lynch. It's a big move here, but Lynch, the Bansa, then I have to throw in Grady Dick just for the cap reasons. And to see, and same with Tyron Smith. They're just thrown in for cap reasons. And team cap there. This is to try to get Trey Johnson here. That's really ultimately what we're going for here. They agree. Wow, awesome. So hopefully that pans out, but let's see if we juggle our lineup. There we go. Now we have Yak, Trey Johnson, Nate Ament, Alex Martin, and Come On Molly Watch as our starting lineup. That looks pretty sick to me. Izzo, yeah, who's a cranky mofo. We're going to have to do something about him still, but maybe we'll look at him right now. Actually, let's see what kind of trade offers are out there for Izzo. But this will weaken our team at the 4, so we're going to have to consider that. Why he's so unhappy here. Why are you so unhappy on this? You're not getting enough minutes, perhaps? That could be a reason. I'd prefer a pick. Yeah, see, here we go. They're willing to give me a pick for a player that I really don't need. But this one's a head scratcher here. So I got this potential here. Jabari Walker and Argento Izzo for Rick Knox and Nick Harvey. Both 21-year-olds, both with a lot of potential here. And we should confirm too. I think they still have yeah, there's a player option on Knox here. Yeah, and 2-year player option on Harvey, who was actually the 8th overall pick. As you see, Knox here is the 25th overall. So I could go for these guys, these young players, or my other thought was this one here, Topic and a 1st-round pick, and then possibly looking at moving Topic right away. Might even be Topic. Yeah, he's from Serbia. It's probably Topic. But either way, I'm probably moving them to a contender here. So we got OKC, and then the other one is Dallas. So I'm making a contender even stronger by putting them over there. I'm adding some good young pieces. So, you know, could we potentially win a title this year with the moves we've made already, and then kind of throw that away with this move here, but strengthen ourselves for the long term? See, I really would rather not trade Izzo, but he's not going to re-sign with us guaranteed next year. Well, I took a quick peek, and OKC's actually sitting 12th this year in the conference. So this might be a better move. Maybe this will end up panning out, so we get a decent pick for next year, and we don't strengthen the Mavs, who are already way too tough as it is. I really don't want to give them even more power because they're already, yeah. Them and the Spurs are the biggest contenders for us. So I think I'm going to do this because, like I say, I'm going to lose him anyways, and I'm just trying to think of the future, and we'll make this move. Now we'll see. Let's first have a look at what our team would look like. Now we're heavy on point guard, right? So that's the thing. I don't want to be... I mean, it's nice having a few great point guards. It's tempting to keep, but then will we be able to keep Topic here? Topic. Or do we just look to move him right away? So right now, he seems okay. Have potential. How's he done for OKC? He's actually playing well this year. Not really any potential remaining. 6 badges. Well, let's run this for at least a little bit. And let's see. So if we reset our game plan again here, I just want to look at it one more time. Let's see how it goes. This is such a big decision. Let's run it for a bit. All right, we're going to keep doing moves here. We're moving Willis Cole here for Davion Mitchell and this 1st-round pick. That's really what I'm interested in. The Pels are like 5th from the bottom right now. So that's going to likely be a very, very good pick, and they probably just want to get off Davion Mitchell's contract. So we're going to jump on that. Thank you. Yes, we'll do it. And then I might even see, can I immediately flip, even because look how many point guards we have. So maybe I can immediately flip Mitchell for something else here. Even like, I'll take whatever. 2 years for Jared Allen. That could be a backup. That would be a nice backup center. But we do have 1 extra year on his contract, and they want my 2nd-round pick and get a Conwu, which is on his last year of his contract. I like that one a lot. Let's look though. Let's just see what else is available here. Well, I was already saying I didn't want to mess around with the Spurs or the Mavs, but hear me out here. I can get rid of this. I got to pick up Caver's contract here, but he's actually got a crap ton of potential, as you can see here. He's the 14th overall pick in the last draft with a crap ton of potential, and they're going to give me a top 3 protected 30-33 pick for Davion Mitchell. I mean, I have to pull this. How can I not take this trade? Like, I got to do that because that gives me a solid... another solid young player at the 3. So like, I'm really happy about that. He actually has a decent amount of potential behind him too. So we've got a lot more young pieces here. So hopefully that'll work out okay. Oops, as I'm scrolling the wrong way. Hopefully that'll work out okay and be more balanced for the team. And we're still looking really good for this year with our starting lineup. Our bench is a little weaker now, but yeah, probably we're going to have to battle through the Mavs and the Spurs for a season or 2 anyways. So I'm hoping that by 2032, we're going to be like conference finals team. We got Luka as MVP. It's not Wemby. My gosh. Well, look at that, though. How old is Luka in this now? 32. Marshall McCormick, Rookie of the Year. Nolan Traore, 6-man. DPOY still goes to Wemby. Most improved to Judd Bishop. Kings news there. Alex Martin is on the All-NBA 2nd team. Finally, we got someone there. Hasn't really been that long, but it feels like forever. And then all defensive. Look at that. Malawatch is on the all defensive team. Sweet. Martin's on the all defensive 2nd team. And you can now see we finished 3rd seed. So we did get a little better. A little better anyways. There we go. I actually got a morale boost. I just had to get to the first round of the playoffs this year. And I was actually considering the team. I feel like they could have gone asking me for more, but I'll take that. So how does the matchup look against Minnesota here? They still got Ant-Man over there. Edmund Knight, Cody Williams, Julius Randle, and Yves Missy. Well, I forgot how good our team looks now. Oh, this is actually a good matchup. Just we have a better front court, much stronger front court. Hopefully that'll pay off. Minnesota wins game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. Oh, we're all tied up through 4. Minnesota's up 3-2. Hopefully we can make it. Oh, come on, man. First round elimination. Oh, these playoffs are killing us. Even with these moves. I thought we'd definitely make it out of there. But I did say 2032 is our goal. So let's zip ahead here and see. So it's going to be Memphis and Hawks again this year. I believe that was the same as last year. And the Grizz win in 5. Mitch Moore is your finals MVP. A few notables, but Kyrie did retire and goes to the Hall of Fame after his illustrious career. Went and peaked 20 seasons he ended up playing. Now, draft lottery. This is be an interesting one. Where's our... Oh. So that OKC pick ended up being 15th. They must have had a solid finish to the season anyways. I'll have to see with that. I hoped that was going to be a top 5 pick, so they must have had a solid finish to the season there. But we got I guess we got a pick. Anyways, we can at least say that. We got the 26th pick, we got the 15th pick. At least there's that. Didn't really see any moves I wanted to make here, but for our 15th pick, we have chosen Dana Doherty from Kansas State here. He's got a all-star potential comparison to Spicy P, Pascal Siakam. So that could be a good fit to our team. We're going to trade our last 2 picks off here just for a top 3 protected to the Knicks. I'm going to go for that one. I like the thought of having a top 3 protected. And I think the Knicks are kind of going on a downward slope right now anyway. So I'm going to take that risk that they don't end up with the top 3 pick. And that'll hopefully pay off. We got a lot of players anyways that we were going to try to hold on to on our team anyways. So I'm cool with that. All right, we made our moves and let's have a look at the progression this year. Martin stays at 91. So we need to go up a little more. And Bedament jumps up 2 to a 90. Trey Johnson remains at a 90. Malawach remains at 87. Yak remains at 84. Topic 2 we re-sign. It goes to an 84. Connect stays at 83. Dawson jumps up 5 to an 82. Nice. Hanson goes up 1 to 82. Then yeah, we did pick up Jalen Suggs on a contract. He's regressed too, but he's a good fit for the team. So then we got William Matthews, which was what? Our 2030 pick, who goes up 6 to a 75. And Caver, who I believe we got, isn't that who we got in the trade? I think that's who we got in the trade, right? Yeah, he jumped up 4 to 75. Yeah, he was in that trade with the Mavs there. So good potential backup player. So we're really heavy on the point guard position yet again. That seems to be a common theme here. I'm not too bad with this team. Maybe we could look to strengthen at the 4 here. Strengthen our big men a little bit by maybe even moving one of these million point guards we got. That's something we could definitely consider doing. We'll go through the season a little bit and then see what's out there. All right, let's have a look at this. Here we are. Look at this. It's beautiful. We have Kasparis here. We have Trey Johnson at 90. We have Nate Ament at 90. We have Alex Martin at 92. We have Kaman Malawach at 88. I like this team. Okay, we got to get minimum 2 seed, right? Minimum 2 seed. Chemistry hopefully will be strong. We're going to sit at minimum 2 seed, if not first. Come on. You can do better than that. Let's see this turnaround. That was just a rough start. We're just getting our stuff together. Maybe there was an injury in there. It's the only reason that happened. Oh, congrats, Brandon Miller on NBA Cup MVP. Come on. There we go. We're starting to get a little better. Chemistry's a little poo. I'm going to stop this for a quick minute. First, I want to see, is there currently any injured players? No, I think there was. Yeah, Vanderbilt. So our main guy is out. Oh, I hope he's not out for long. And while we're paused, let's take a quick look at contract extensions. Is there anything we can do here? Okay, we got Malawach, who will resign, and Kasparis. Yeah, we need these guys. I'm going to lowball you a little bit at least, right? You're going to take that because, yeah, you want to stay here because this is a really good team. Holy crap on a cracker. Why do you want so much money, dude? Dude. Thank you. That's insane. Hopefully we can afford to keep all these guys because I'm a little worried. I want to make sure I keep Alex Martin. We'll lower back muscle 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, so he's not too bad. But there we go. We've locked in those guys. I'm not doing any trading because how often do I do trading? And when I do trading, it's usually in the off season. So we're going to hang right here and hopefully things will flow well and our guy will come back from injury and Yeah, we'll make up for this, or at least not. If not, we'll make a good run in the playoffs here. Did we make a run? You'll find out in a second. Luca, most valuable player, rookie of the year. Guy Sanders. Josh Giddey, 6-man. He's in the 6-man role now, is he? Wemby remains DPOY. Alex Freeman is the most improved player. Anthony Edwards, clutch player. Doug Christie of the Grizz. And Christopher Bell of the Hawks for executive and coach. And let's see, do we have any of our guys up in here? Any kings? I'm just looking for kings. Looking for kings. Looking for kings. Where the hell are the kings? There are no kings. Wow, that's just rigged, yeah. Now, yeah, we're not in the play-in, so we can sim through that. There we are. We ended up 6th seed. Not the worst, not the best, but I think we're healthy now. Have we got our guy? Oh, we still don't have our guy. He's out again. This has been a problem. He's been a little injury prone this year. Let's have a little peekaboo and see what's going down with our dude here. Oh, and we got Jan Hansen out. Well, that's not good. And then it says he has left knee tendonitis, 1 to 2 weeks. So he's going to basically miss the first round. Jan, torn right bicep, 4 to 6 weeks. Well, this is not good. I mean, we still have a good team, so hopefully we can make it through. I'm going to, oops, sorry, just one more time. I want to make sure this is all refreshed. So at least we got the best, at least according to what the AI thinks, is the best team on the floor. We did win game 1, but we lost game 2. I didn't even look at, what does they look like? I was so busy looking at my own dudes. So they got SGA, Barney Young, Jalen Williams still around there, Leonard Miller, and Chet Holmgren. So they still got 3 of the 5 pieces that they have to this day, many years into the future. Yeah, and this is scary. We need our guy back. Yeah, we need our guy back early. It said 1 to 2 weeks. Can you come back early, bro? He is back. He is back. He's still a little injured, but he is back. So at least we have our. Oh no, we don't quite. What? Caspy's got an injury now. Well, I mean, we got a backup point guard that's good. So come on, we're gonna win this game, right? Well, let's forget this season ever happened, and yeah, we'll blame it on the injuries there. The injuries really screwed us. And let's just see who wins. Grizz wins with Mitch Moore as the finals. I think they won last year, if I remember right. It's been a minute IRL because I had a lot of stuff going on. Oh, at least we kept the attendance up, I guess. At least we got that part good, you know? Now, let's see what we can do, if anything, here. Well, this helps cheer me up after a rough season. Look at this. We got the 9th pick from Brooklyn, the 15th pick from the Knicks, and we're sitting there with the 21st pick. I like that. 3 first-rounders. Okay, I feel a little better now. All right, when I get into this, my usual thoughts are here. Like this guy, for example, all NBA starter. So his floor is a starter. You know he's going to be good. Do I want to get another point guard? I mean, we do actually have a lot of up-and-coming point guards, don't we? Maybe we should just stick to, you know what? Forget everything I just said. I think I'm going to stick with this guy. He's 6'7" with a 7'1" wingspan. He is 22, though. I do prefer to get drafted younger players. But, I mean, he's guaranteed to be a starter, right? So okay, fine. We'll get you. Fine. We still have Karan here, but you know what? I might go with Cedric Jameson, actually. He's also, you know, he has a bench floor. But again, I'm thinking of the future and trying to put people in behind in the right places. So, you know, we have a good small forward. We got lots of point guard backups as much as I wanted. Tempted to draft this guy. So I'm really thinking maybe we should go that way. And I don't think anyone else. Yeah, everyone's got kind of a bench floor. Who is it? All NBA here. He's a shooting guard as well, but at 20. But we've got him scouted better. Yeah, let's go with Cedric here. He's a 3-point shooter, which I like. 3 and D guys, I like. All right, so let's go with Cedric here for our pick number 15. All right, I'm taking this as a sign. Karan's still here. All NBA bench. He does have quite the wingspan for a point guard as well, which I do like. And not too bad. 21. This guy's young, but yeah, starter bench. And he's a small forward again. So all right. Karan, you just wanted to be on this team, you know. Fate brought you to the Kings, so be a king. Well, there's our 3 guys, and that's kind of the cool part is we didn't have any second round picks, which I actually like. Those are the ones that I gamble on. The second round picks, I go for those guys that have, you know, this potential to be something special. But hey, at least we got a variety of players here. You can, and these 2 actually can swap around as their secondary positions. So we got a variety of players here and up-and-comers for our near future. And yeah, let's see how we're doing on this one. Team options on these guys. I think we're going to take them all. Yeah, I think we will. I hope we don't end up with any issues. I believe Caver was part of our trades. Definitely want to keep Dawson because he's got a lot of potential. He's our other point guard. He's our other pointing. Oh my God. He's our other point guard backup potential dude. So yeah, let's hold on to them all. Hopefully we don't have an issue of having too many signed players, but I mean, then hopefully we can make a trade. So yeah, here's our boy, Alex Martin. This guy, well, as long as he stops getting injured, is a key part to this team. We need to keep him. There we go. Forget the qualifying offer. I offered him a big, fat 5-year contract because I ain't effing around here. Big fat 5-year contract, but we are going to have an issue because we have Young Hansen, which I want to keep for sure. So we're going to have to look at moving somebody. And as you can see up there in the top, we have 5 point guards and 4 shooting guards. So we're going to see what we can do about moving one of these guys. Hopefully we can get something like a first rounder pick for somebody here and not have to give up too good of a spot here. Oh yeah, I forgot we got Suggs too. And we got so many, we got like, these point guards are all good. You know, I don't know if it's just me. It is just a game, I know, but it's kind of like, and of course it's a business, but every single guy I looked at moving all wants to stay here and re-sign here and all that jazz. But like I say, I got to move somebody. And here's a nice looking thing right here. The Bulls, so we're going to the other conference, which I always think is a smart strat, and we only have a chance of facing them once in the playoffs. They are giving 2 first rounders, top 3 protected, sure, but I mean, whatevs. I'm going to take that gamble for sure. Sorry, Suggs. I know you loved it here, but you know, we had to do it, man. We got to keep you on. It's, you know, it's a business, man. We got to do it. There we go. We got him locked in for a decent contract. I mean, I'm taking that. I'm happy with that. Does he have any further potential? Not really. He's probably not going to do much. But for our backup center, you know, I'm very happy to have that. You know, a rebounding, defensive, smart player. That's, you know, that's all about my style right there. So we can just sim through the rest of that, because that being said, that's our team. We got no more spots. We are a little light on big men, but hopefully it'll be okay. And let's see our progression is kind of mer. Trey Johnson goes down 1. Nate Ament goes down. Why are you going down, bro? Why are you going down? What the hell? Come on, Molly Watch goes down 1. What the hell? Barr stays at 84. Dawson goes up to an 84. Sweet. So now we have a big point guard issue. 3 point guards at 84. I mean, they all can play shooting guard as backup, so at least we got that. Donald Dawson's got the most badges. So to me, that's something important there. Dalton Connect stays, and who else? Let's just scroll down and see. Matthews goes up to a 79, who was our pick from what, Matthews 2030 was our 17th pick. And then Caver here. Again, I thought he might excel. He's gone up a bit. So let's see, like I say, we got an amazing point guard position. Shooting guard, we're looking pretty freaking good too. Small forward, we're looking good with the future in hand with Georgie. I'm going to call him Georgie. I think that's right. We got, but then I say we're a little light here, so we might have to look at doing something. Don't know. This is our pick from last year. I feel like we should get somebody who ideally can play both positions. I feel like that's the best thing we can do, because we do have Caver who can play power forward as backup at least. So we can move him around. But we might need to do something there. And I feel like this is probably the most important part right here. Considering I'm just going to debate between these two. Kasparis, Topic. He's the topic of possible trades. Let's have a look at see what's available out there for these guys. And let's see. I don't like to do mid-season trades, but you never know. Maybe we'll find that perfect trade. Keegan Murray. Be kind of funny, wouldn't it? And a first round. Oh, they want a first round as well. All right, I am really liking the looks of this move here. Because here, look at this, Carl Chambers. Yeah, he's a 77. Power forward center, though. Buttload of potential. He was the 3rd overall pick just a year ago. So this guy's probably going to go up quite a bit from here, I'm assuming and hoping. Does he have a player option here? I'm assuming he has, or his team option, sorry. I'm assuming he's got a team option still. Yeah, he has a team option for the next 2 years. So we can get him at a decent contract. You know, I kind of like that. We take on Case and Wallace for 2 years, but maybe we could even just straight up trade him. And our first round pick, which is going to be a low pick because we're going to be good. As long as that injury bug don't get us, yeah, it's going to be a low pick anyways. So yeah, I'm sorry, Gasparis. Another player that loves it here, but we gotta, it's a business, right? We got to make this move, and then that gives us a little more strength at the big man position. There we go. I like that. We're a little stronger at the center position now. I'm happy with that. I have too many players still. Forgot about that part. Yeah, we didn't think about that when we did that trade. All right, I think we're gonna have to move Connect. I looked between, actually, Kaysen is a better fit to our team. So we're gonna look at doing this move here. They did want to give me RJ, but obviously I can't take a player. So I'm gonna take their first round, and I'm just going in for 2034 second round. Oh, they're over the cap. Oh, crap. So I can't take that. Dang it. Dang it, I just want to pick, man. Okay, hopefully this doesn't backfire, because this is my only choice. I've been going through. There's nothing really I can do and make a move to get a first round pick without taking on some other contract, which again is going to be the same problem we're dealing with already. But we can get a first round pick here, and we're going to hopefully be able to release him right away. That's the plan here. No offense, Jet, but I'm sure someone will sign you. So we'll release you to free agency. Wait, actually, can I, hold on. Can I possibly trade him first? They're going to give me that stupid rule about, no, okay. Now, can I get any kind of pick for him? Maybe the Magic can take him without Guy Smith? Do you have the cap space? You do, so you're just giving me a first round pick. All right, there we go, that works. Now we should be good, right? Yeah, now we're good. Jeez, we ended up with 2 first round picks. That worked out pretty nice. Here's a look at the projected starters here. Look at that. Donnell Dawson's now gonna be starting off here. Trey Johnson, Nate Ament, Alex Martin, come on, Molly Watch. So very similar team, topic coming off the bench connect. That part's very much the same. We are still a bit heavy on the top of the lineup, but we got, yeah, we got some big men here. And where's our guy, Caver? Yeah, why isn't Caver getting any minutes? Just because they want to give minutes to my billion shooting guards? Sorry, bro, but you're getting dropped down. See, this is going to be the issue, because now if there's ever an injury, I'd have to manually fix this every time. Give Caver some minutes. Move him up, move him up, move him up, move him up. There, do a 10-man rotation. Well, it's been a very up and down season this far. I mean, as you can see, the record's decent. But I did expect us to be better, and I've looked at some moves. I don't think it's right yet. I think some of these young guys that we've got just have to build up a bit. I want to see us get a title by now, but at least to say we've been a competitive team every single year so far. So you got to give us that. Cooper Flag MVP, Rodney Collinsworth, Rookie of the Year. 6-man, Nolan Traore, Defensive Player of the Year, is Wemby yet again. Guy Sanders, Most Improved Player, wasn't he? He was something last year. And oh, there we go. Martin got into the first. He's been injured again a lot this season, by the way, too, which hasn't helped. So yeah, with our weakness of big men, that did not help at all. But at least he got all NBA first teams. That shows he's played enough games. He played in enough this time. Come on, Molly, watch all defensive second team. Right on. None of our rookies made it in. Interesting. They probably didn't play much, let's be honest. But there we go. 4th seed this year against the Warriors. What do we got for a matchup here? Bradley Roberts, Jimmy Hansen, Corey Kispert, Jonathan Kuminga, and Thomas Sorber. Yeah, I feel like we should be able to walk over this team, really. Let's be honest here. We win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3, and it's looking good. And we swept him. Okay, yeah, that's what I was hoping to see. Now we got to face the 1st seed Dallas Mavs, who won a crap ton of awards here. So what do they got going on? So we got Cooper Flag, Eric Hill, Owen Gatling, Frederick Buckner, and Trey Mann. Okay, I mean, this is an interesting matchup here. This is an interesting pairing. They win game 1. Let's see, what was the score? 103-100. So it was a close game. Hill and Flag went off there. Martin had an incredibly good game. Toppage was 3 of 12. Okay, can we move? Can we try the different? Yeah, let's put Dawson into the starting role now. What about Caver? Okay, yeah, good. They do have Caver in the rotation now, because I want him in the rotation. Good, good, good. Can we win game 2? Yeah, we can. Oh, yeah. What is it? 131-119. Good comeback game. Ament with 28. Wow. Martin with 26-13 and 8-5. Look at that stat line. His shooting percentage could be better, but I mean, other than that, with that many steals and all that, we'll take it, right? All right, let's keep it as is and go for another one. Nope, Dallas wins that game. I'm going to stick with this rotation. Hopefully we can get it. Nope. Yeah, Martin keeps putting up crazy numbers. So does Cooper. Cooper's being the consistent guy on their side. Can we get out of this without... Damn it. And we're out. Do we need a better, like, I'd love to be at least 2 seed. I think that's what we really need. But those are both good teams. Memphis has made it and won a couple titles. The Knicks swept them 4-0. Wow. All right. Look at that. I'm actually well loved. Usually doesn't happen. They usually hate me. But our governor loves me. See, there's some positives. Look at all these names retiring. Andrew Nimhard, Herbert Jones, Daniel Gafford, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, Brandon Ingram, Giannis Antetokounmpo. A lot of big names retiring there. I don't know about any of you out there, but I just want to show. I always like seeing this. I mean, obviously this is a game, but I hope it happens in real life. When a player like goes through, like Steph Curry too is a good example. When a player does their whole career on one team, that's really sick. It's so rare to see, but that's a really cool thing. I know, I personally love it. We got the 7th pick from Cleveland from our trades. We got the 17th pick from San Antonio. We got the 22nd pick. We have too many picks. And then the 26th pick. Oh my God. This is like a weird thing to complain about, but we legit have too many picks. We can't sign more players. We're going to have to try to do some kind of move. Maybe we can move and just get one big pick. You know, maybe we can do something like that. I just noticed now we actually have 5 first-round picks. Look at this. 5 first round picks. Now this is what we wanted to do there. So let's see if we can package up 3 of our first round picks. Is there any chance we can get the first overall pick? I think we can get our hands on the second. I was already kind of peeking at what the Lakers would do. But can we get the first? Who was it again? Pacers. Or no, Nuggets. Sorry, Nuggets. Can we get the first round pick? I'm willing to throw in another pick here. 17th pick. So that's like 4 first round picks. Still don't want to take it. Oh, and our second round pick. Still don't want to take it. And how about, yeah, our pick for next year? Unprotected. Still doesn't want to take it. Look at how many picks I'm willing to offer them. This is insane. There we go. I really didn't want to give up that 7th pick. But I mean, it pulled the trigger. I mean, you probably think I'm crazy. Blast me in the comments if you want. I don't care. I think we are going to do the right thing because we're going to get the first overall pick, which is going to be... I really want this guy. Yeah, was it this guy right here? Yeah, Hall of Fame ceiling with Yao Ming starter as a floor potential center. I really like that pick. We got so many point guards. We should be laughing there. And this guy also. I think these are the top 2 dogs, really, in my opinion. What is this? Let's just look for Gits and Shiggles. Our second guy's all-star starter, but power forward. See where we got our guy, Martin, who hopefully will stay healthy. And then all NBA bench shooting guard. You know, I really like this guy here. Sean Anderson. That's amazing. Hopefully you were worth giving up 4 picks for. Welcome to the team. I also dumped off our second round pick to the Sixers just for a future second rounder. As like I say, we have so many players. I don't think, you know, unless we of course get bottlenecked for the hard cap, I don't have room for all these guys. Look at this. He starts at an 83. Starting at an 83 and he's 20 years old. Yeah, this guy's definitely going to be something special. So we're going to have a front court that's just insane. Team options on Caver for sure. Carl Chambers, I got to refresh my memory. Who the hell is Carl Chambers? Was he part of a trade? Because I don't remember Carl Chambers. He was the 3rd overall pick. Oh, yeah, this guy. Yeah, of course I want to keep him. Oh, my God. Sorry. If IRL, I've been battling a wicked headache all day, but I'm trying to suck it up and go through here. So that's my excuse, okay? Go easy on me. This is our 15th overall pick. He still has a decent amount of potential in him. And a power forward, which we kind of need those positions. So let's keep all these guys. I mean, we're going to have the room on the team, right? So we might as well hold on to them all. Donnell Dawson qualifying offer. Yeah, we want to keep him too. We might end up actually having a bit of an issue here. Well, let's see here, because I prefer, if I can, to lock in these guys and not worry about the qualifying offer. So if I can, he's actually not the greatest fit for the team. But I mean, we don't have the cap space. We got to at least sign him. And even if we move him, let's see if we can sign him. Jesus, look at the contract. At least it's letting us. So we're not at the hard cap yet, at least. We're going to get there. Can we go about 24 here? There. Okay, we got him locked in right on. Now, how are we looking for players? I think as of right now, I think we're like spot on 15 players. But I don't know if he counts yet. Let's see. Is he now added? Yeah, now we have one too many players. Oh, such is the problems here. Let's look at our roster here for a second. Yeah, we still have, I think I want to still try to move Connect out of this group. I think that's still the best move for this team. He's a 3-star fit to the team, and the guy at Kaysen is actually a 4-star. So that's why I kind of want to decided I'm going to hold on to him. Plus, he's a little younger. So let's see if we can find a good move for Dalton here. See, first round pick and Cecil Brooks, which maybe we could just let go if we have to. That's a potential right away, but we'll skim through these and check back. All right, even better. I'm not even going to look any further. 2 first round picks for Dalton Connect. He does stay in the conference, but I'm just taking it because, yeah, I want to move on here. Now we should be laughing. Yeah, and we have 3 of each. So when you look at our player lineup here, we have 3 point guards. We got literally 3 of every position as our main starting spot, which I really like personally. So yeah, we shouldn't have to do anything here, right? Yeah, these are all trade exceptions. So yeah, we're just going to skim right down a player progression and see how we're doing here. So Martin went up to a 92. Topic. I'm just going to say Topic because I think it might be Topic, but I'm going to go with Topic. Okay. Carl Chambers. Look at this. So this is the guy where I was like brain farting and like saying, who is this guy? Jumps up to an 83, goes up 6. And that was all part of a trade. That's amazing. Caver goes up 2. Glad I kept him. Jameson goes up 6 to a 79. Nice. He was what? Oh yeah, he was 15th pick last year. Georgie, our man Georgie goes up to a 78. Georgie Porgy, he was our first, well, our 9th pick, our first pick, but 9th pick overall from the last season. Up 6 to Singletary as well to 77. Yeah, so those were our 3 guys that we drafted last year. Look at that. Up 6, up 3, up 6. We got Dawson, starting point guard. We got Trey Johnson, remains our starting shoot guard. Nate Ament, small forward. Alex Martin, power forward. So all that stays. Come on, Molly Watch. But our bench now, we got Topic. We got Anderson, this freaking guy right here. Look at the balance on our team, by the way, too. Chambers, this freaking guy here, too. He was a 3rd overall pick. Yeah, from some other team drafted. I don't remember who. Cason Wallace. And that's our 9-man rotation, which must be how our coach is. It's always 9-man rotation because I want Caver in there. That's sick. Can I add Caver in there somehow? But it's much more balanced as you see on the top 2, which I really like. I feel like this team's going to do really well this year, and that is a big key. See, I'm doing it again. I'm moving Caver up to 10 mana. Look at the balance now at the top there. Okay, so we're running a 10-man rotation with our weakest man being 81. I like that balance a lot. That's exactly 48 minutes per position. That's insane. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if I'm right that, oh. That's just, we're just getting the chemistry figured out. Team chemistry. Team chemistry. Team chemistry. There we go. There we go. Oh, we lost by 3 to Dallas there. Ooh, and then we lost. Ooh. Come on, team chemistry still working. We're still working out the kinks here. We're getting there. We just got to get through some kinks. Right? Right? Kinks, yeah, right? What is happening with this team? I am in shock right now. I don't even know what to tell you guys. The chemistry is picked up. Fan interest is high. Yeah, we'll have a look at the team for a minute. All right, we're locking in Trey Johnson for a little longer here. I think it's really like, you see the system matchup isn't the greatest. And I don't really like our coaching system. So I think that's part of the problem here. Wow, you'll take a minimum? Okay, yeah, we'll just do that for now, just to extend him. I don't like people being on their last year of their contracts. But I don't know. The system is probably not the best for the way, for me personally. Maybe I should start controlling coaches when I do this because, yeah, that kind of sucks. But we'll see. Hopefully we can do something good here in the playoffs. Otherwise, maybe we can look at intervening with the coaching staff a little bit for the next year. Here we go. We're getting a little better now. We've got some more wins going. We're still not perfect, but we're winning more than losing at this point. We need to I'd really like to get into at least 4th. Yeah. The problem is the second round again. We're going to face the first seed again. I don't really like doing that in the second round. Mitch Moore, MVP. Wow, that guy's being something. There's our guy, Rookie of the Year, Sean Anderson, benching it and having decent numbers. 6-man, Desmond Macy, Victor Wembanyama gets another DPOY. And the day gets most improved player, and clutch player goes to Scotty Barnes. I'm just curious. He's a 91 overall. Okay. I don't usually see him go over into the 90s, so I never usually trade for him or anything. So that's fine to be nosy there. Yeah, we skip through Jordan Hobson and Jason Kidd. The Grizzlies and the Mavs are tough teams right now. And I think we had an injury issue again because our guy's not on the All-NBA teams. So I think our guy's getting injured a lot. He played 68 games. First 2 seasons, he played 82. And he's played more than I thought, to be fair. All right, let's see here. So we got to face off with Houston in the first round. Mac Anderson, Amen Thompson, Jeffries, Jabari Smith Jr. They have a lot of pieces still kept together. That's cool. But we did win game 1 by a point. Ooh. Martin doing solid numbers in the playoffs. All right, guys, can we keep the momentum? We win game 2 and 3 and 4. Wow, we swept them. And here we go, facing the freaking Mavs again in the second round. Can we do any better this time around? Wow, look at this team, though. It's good. We're banking on that front court. They win game 1. Won by 11. Oh, and they win game 2 by a whole bunch. Look at that, how many players they had in double figures there. Ouch. I'm giving Caver at least a couple. That isn't going to do anything, really, is it? We did win, though. Look at Martin. 23 points, 23 rebounds. Shooting percentages could definitely be better. Look at the Topic's 2 of 10. Dawson's 2 of 10. Our point guards have been just absolute garbage. And it could be a bit to do with their point guard. And we tie it up. A 3-point victory there. So we won our 2 home games. We did what we had to do on our home court. Oh, they won. They did solid in the first. We did solid in the second. Oh my gosh. And they had a enormous third quarter. Ouch. We're back on our home court. Can we bring it to game 7? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Our shooting percentage still sucks. See, we're Bucks versus Mavs in the finals. Mavs winning 5, I believe that was. Cooper Flag, MVP. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, we gotta figure out something to beat these Mavs. They keep getting us. I kind of feel like we need a different coaching setup. That's what I personally feel. What is this? No freaking way. I don't know what to say. I'm like stunned here. We got the first and the second pick in our trades. Again, this happens, you know, I get bummed out by the playoffs and then stuff like this goes down. Holy crap. That's wild. First and second pick. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. All right, we can whistle some Christmas carols and bring some holiday cheer here. Because look at this. But they're centers. Look, the best, the overalls are center. And we've got a center here. Hall of Fame starter, Hakeem Olajuwon comparison with a floor of Yao Ming. All-star starter here. See, I'd much rather go with Tracy Patton so far. But let's see who else we got. Hall of Fame Kobe Bryant ceiling with a Bradley Beal floor. Shooting guard position. Our shooting guard is getting old, so we might want to consider that. All NBA Bradley Beal with a Larry Hughes starter. I kind of like this guy, but I mean, we have first and second picks, so we can really consider this. And who's this guy? Hall of Fame or bench point guard? Really don't like when it's bench is the floor. All NBA bench power forward. See how I even say the word? I'm like bench because I don't like seeing that. Spencer Claxton, Hall of Fame starter. Okay, that could be our second pick maybe right there. Should we go Tracy Patton? And we'll make some moves because we're just too freaking loaded here. But how can we not draft Tracy Patton as first? Like, we got to do that. He's the consensus first overall pick. So let's start right there. So that pick is done. And then we had Franklin Lydon. It's Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah, but he's bench. There, I'm going to say it again like that. I want to be bench. Spencer Claxton. Here we go. Hall of Fame starter with a ceiling of Dominique and a floor of Rudy Gay. I like that. Rest to the ring goes a strong, good, but not great at pickpocket ability. Okay, stage development with the right tutelage could become a star in this league. You're a 3-point shooting, athletic, inside scoring, high flying 3-point sniper. I want to go with this guy. Could we potentially, I don't know if it's worth it though. No, I don't think it's worth it. I was gonna say we could potentially trade off a second pick for like a third or fourth pick and then hopefully still get our choice here. But I mean, like, yeah, let's just go. We've got Spencer Claxton. This is insane. Oh my gosh, I love it. Welcome, welcome to the team, boys. So that's our only 2 picks in the draft, but I mean, who cares? Just look what we got. Yeah, I think everyone wanted, I was looking at this and I was like, these people are complaining about my, well, not all of them, but some of them complain about my pick, but it's probably because he's really the consensus number 2 guy here. But I mean, why would I draft 2 center? I don't know. I'm happy with it. So, right, player options. We're going to have some decisions to make now because we got just too many players. So we're definitely going to have to really think about this for a quick minute. The tricky part with this is I'd love to just take them all and then make trades, but with these guys, I know I won't be able to trade them right away. So if I end up with too many players again, as I keep having that problem, I can't move these specific guys. But Chambers is somebody I definitely am holding on to. No doubt about that. Jameson, he was our 15th pick in 2032. Georgie's a guaranteed keeper. Yeah, for sure. We definitely want to keep Georgie. Singletary, Doherty. I think Doherty, someone who's going to, yeah, probably, we're going to have to leave him for sure. So there's one. There's one position freed because we're going to have to let him go. So one position gone. Caver's a possibility of letting the other position go. I really like him, though. It's just they never give him any minutes. Say I don't like the coaching setup for this team. Saying his potential's basically toast. So do we keep him or not? Yeah, we have a full lineup right now. So if we want to keep Caver, we're going to have to move somebody else. So hypothetically, if we were going to keep Caver, who would we want to move then? Oh, he's kind of sucked in the playoffs, just saying. Then we're down to 2 point guards. We do have Case and Wallace who plays backup point. I mean, I could go off of that. Let's see what's out there. If we hypothetically were to trade him off, assuming they won't have cap space to just give me picks. If I take Sensabaugh off here, well, they do have the cap space for it. How about you give me, oh, it's Utah's pick for 2037. And what else do you got? How about a top 3 pick of yours? They take it. Sweet. All right, I'm down with that. Perfect. Now we should be laughing. So again, we're just going with what we've built in the draft, really, is how our team goes. Holy crap. Look at Sean Anderson jumping up to a 91. New starting center. At 21 years old, he's up to a 91. Ament stays at 89. Yeah, he's kind of stuck there, but at least he's staying. So I'm okay with that. Trey goes down to an 88. Donnell goes up to 86. Good. That's what we want to see. We need our point guards to improve. And Singletary down there. Look at that. Jumped up to an 83. Went up 6. So that works out. We got Patton, our first pick of this year, in 84 at 19 years old. Oh my God, this team. Georgie went up to 79. Why do I love that name so much? Holy crap. Holy crap, y'all. This team is wild. I am so stoked to see what this team's gonna do. I can't wait to see this. We're looking good so far, about halfway through the season here. And look at this, all our starters are heated up. It's sick to see. And it's just kind of sad though that we have these new guys and they're not even getting minutes. Like Claxton's not even getting any minutes. Patton is at least, so hopefully he'll get Rookie of the Year. And as you can see, we're 32-18, so we're sitting in 3rd place in the conference. I think we're gonna do more, but I just wanted to take a quick minute and see how the team's doing and possibly do some contract extensions, you know, all that fun stuff. Let's see, we got Malawach who can re-sign. He's got 2 years left. Case and Wallace can re-sign. Just trying to think, yeah, I think we're gonna at least, for a minimum? Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Okay, let's at least get him in 1 more year. And what are you looking at? You want 16 mil? Because we're not really going to need Malawach soon. We got Patton, who's going to be our starting guy. So let's see, can we re-sign? Yeah, we can re-sign Jan for like dirt cheap. Let's do 3 years and lower this a little bit at least. There we go. Thank you, thank you. And we'll definitely re-sign Malawach, but we're probably going to trade him in the near future. We're going to have to anyways. So let's go like 16 mil. Cool, okay. Then we're good at least for now, and I don't think we're going to have to sweat about anything. Carl Chambers, we'll have to see if we can re-sign him because I'd like to keep him aboard as well. Where? Oh, there he is. I was just going to say, he better not be injured again. No, he's not. He's good. All right, back to the season we go. I mean, I'd be okay with finishing a 3rd, 2nd. I'd be okay with that, given we got Memphis and Dallas. Speaking of, we're just playing a game and we lost to them, damn it. We're just playing Dallas. Given we got those 2 to battle with, I'm okay with that for this year. But next year, for sure, we gotta make it to the conference finals. Minimum. And speaking of this guy, Mitch Moore here, he's got to have a hell of a resume already. Can we like quickly peek at this dude's resume? So he was 2027 draft. This guy has been insane. He's got 2 championships, 2031, 2032, 2 MVPs, 2 finals MVPs, 6 all-star. Not as much as I thought, in all honesty, because it doesn't show the NBA Cup on here either, which is kind of like, what's the point of it? But it doesn't show it on there either. Oops, I skipped over everything. But he's won the NBA Cup a few times, and he's got the MVP for that as well. Where's our guys? Nobody on the defensive. Oh, no, wait, I totally missed it. Alex Martin, who's apparently bruised right knee. All rookie, there's Tracy Patton right there, our new guy. He did get Rookie of the Year. All right. The other guy didn't make it, but he never played. he had any playtime. 2nd pick overall, never with any playtime. That's kind of weird. Anyways, there we are, 3rd seed. We're facing Utah. Is that not a deja vu? Utah has, wow, they have a good team. Holy crap. Look at that, a 91, 96, 90, 92, and an 87. They're a 6th seed. We win game 1. They win game 2. I'm just going to do a little look at our lineup here. It's crazy to see some of these great players who aren't even getting any minutes. They win game 3. We win game 4. Crucial game 5 here, guys. Let's see if we can pull it off. We got home court, so that's giving us that advantage. Ooh, we got a tight game. Is this going to be like, I think this is like the first game we might possibly, oh, shoot. 12 seconds left. I skipped too fast. 12 seconds left. Can we maybe see some kind of tie, buzzer beater, going to overtime kind of stuff? Do we have possession? No, they have possession. Oh, that's even worse. And we got a 2-possession game. It's not good. Man, I was hoping we'd tune in and be able to see perhaps something crazy, but not so lucky. Oh, Men hits the 3. We get some kind of crazy turnover? No. See, I mean, I know it's super hard for this game, right? But it's not super realistic because the guys would have been more over him to try to get a steal there. This would have been a lot more intense and more difficult for them to inbound the ball than it was just there. We almost missed the 2nd one. Well, sadly, we tuned in just to see our team get eliminated. And look, no surprise. Look, both teams who swept, Dallas and Memphis. They're going to be hard to get past. Although apparently we can't even get past the Jazz. But they were a good team. Mitch Moore, no surprise there. So we got Grizz Magic in the finals. Grizz is going to win again. Yep. I think that was in 7. Mitch Moore once again, finals MVP. Well, this draft, we do have 3 picks, but they're all low picks. We got 21st, 27th, and 28th. I'd really like to hold on to a lot of my players. So I don't know. I'm going to see. Maybe I can just move these picks off. We've got just too many good players. We did just that. We traded off all the picks. I didn't bother showing you all that stuff, but we traded off all the picks. So hopefully those will come down the road to be better picks in the future. But yeah, here we go. So we're going to accept all the options, obviously, on all these guys. Yeah, look, these guys are all good. This is ridiculous. It's taken us a grind to get to where we are getting to now, but this team is like ridiculous at this point. Yeah, Carl Chambers, he's someone I kind of wanted to be able to re-sign because I'd like to have him as a like if we have this guy as a backup 4. So let's see if we can hold on to him. I'd rather do more than the qualifying and just get him locked in if possible. I know we haven't seen the hard cap yet. Actually, not too bad, probably because of all the young players we have. But we'll see if we can hold on to him. We are getting the option. I'm going to do the good old 3 year so I can kind of try to cheap this out. 23.23. There. So we got them locked in. We don't have to worry. I'd rather do that. And then we should have a full team. We should be laughing here. This is all said and done. Yeah, there's nobody in free agency, so we got everybody locked in. We're really going to have to do head scratching here because I know what's going to happen. We're definitely coming up on that hard cap. Because this should be some nice stuff here this year. There we go. Sean Anderson up to a 95. Amazing. Johnson goes down to 87. That's okay. Tracy Patton goes up to an 87 already in his second year. Cedric Jameson goes up to an 85. He was what, a 15th pick a couple of years back. Singletary goes up 1 to 84. Chambers goes up 1 to 84. Claxton goes up 6 to 81. Even though he didn't get any time on the court, he still flies up. All right, I was actually able to extend Dawson already, and then I threw another year on to, where is he? Where are you? On to Cason Wallace's contract just because he's still taking the minimum. So I threw another year onto him, but I got Dawson locked in, so he's got 5 more years. We still got these guys coming up soon that we're going to have to deal with. So what I was thinking I'd do is we're going to go into the season a bit, see who's selling, see if we can maybe buying even, see what we can get for Malawatch. That's kind of the plan here. Look at this. Good start. Good start. Keep it going. Keep it going. We're having a great year, but we're still sitting third. And you see Mavericks still up there. And surprisingly, OKC has all of a sudden jumped up to be the top seed. Memphis has fallen out to 5th. So they're falling down a bit. They've still got a good record, but just saying they're falling down a bit. So yeah, I want to really get up there so that we have home court for a lot of these games. Sean C. Anderson. He's now 96 right now with the team chemistry. All NBA first team. Where's our... was he injured too much? Our guy didn't make it. Where's Alex? All defensive. Oh, sorry, we got... Oh, no, it's Knicks. I always see Knicks and thinks Kings. Anderson's there on all defensive second. So that's about it there. But how did we ended up with the first seed? I wasn't even paying attention to that. We did actually end up with the first seed. All right. I like that. That gives us a huge advantage here. Let's see the matchup here against the Suns, which is one of the teams I almost did a trade with, actually. TBH. But yeah, they wanted me to take on LaMelo's contract right there, which is way too fat and too big. Snack. Not bad, but yeah, we should get through them. I'm just going to do a quick old reset and look through here. So Patton is injured, but they still have him playing. See, how come I can't just look at his injury right here? 6-man there, and Malawatch is... Well, we got 2 injuries on our center position. Good thing we're like so deep on that. Here we go. We should get through this pretty easy. 3-0 sweep. Thank you. Boop. Utah again. Beat us in the first round last year. Looks like they have basically the same team. Yeah, so they're a solid team. They don't seem to win in the regular season. Oy, I hope we can get through these guys. This is a solid team. We're deep. So hopefully that's where we can get the advantage is our depth. Utah immediately wins game 1. What the hell? They win by 6. Any of our guys really, like Anderson's 5 of 12. Peterson at 28. Boozer with 21. All right, come on, guys. There, we win game 2. We win game 3. Let's go. We win game 4. There we go. We finally made it to the conference finals, and we're facing Dallas. Oh, we got to sim that other round. Facing the Mavs, 2-seeded Mavs. Let's see who they got sitting on their team right now. Cooper Flagg, Luka Bilic, Eric Hill, Jalen Duren, Pete Shepard. So still some names that we know. But yeah, good matchup. We got these guys though, right? I don't know if anyone else does this, but I like to do a little reset. Just make sure we're good. Look at that. Our ninth man in is an 85 right now. We win game 1. Let's just have a peek. We won by 11. Okay, good win. Win game 2. We win game 3. Come on, this is our year. Yeah, gentlemen sweep. We win in 5. Sean Anderson is the Western Conference Finals MVP. Dorikas, Eastern. So we got the Nets and the Kings, 2 teams that have struggled for a long time, IRL. Nets, I didn't even look at the teams, but Nets won game 1. Josh Giddey, Percy Butler. Is that Dorikas guy? Come on, we got to beat these guys. Come on, man. We got to beat these guys. You know what I mean? We got a better team than this. We got a bunch of guys on fire. Here, we win game 2. We win game 3. Come on, this is our year. We win game 4. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, we won the championship. We got a chip here. Sean Anderson is the MVP. Look at this look at that shooting percentage. That's much better. 54 and 95, 33 from 3. That's not bad for a 20-year-old. You know, 20-year-old center. That's pretty decent. I'll take it. And there's our chip. It's about time. I mean, we've had a good team all the way through, though, to be fair. Like, we've had a winning team from after what, that first season? I think even in that first season. So, yeah. But we finally got a chip. That's amazing. We made it. And we've built like what could potentially be a dynasty. So I do want to kind of, oh, my controller died. I do want to kind of see this through a little bit further and see what this dynasty is that we built up. See what we can do for sure. So we are going to grind this out a bit further. As we get into this draft, we have the 18th and the 30th pick. I did trade off 2 of the picks, but I held on to the 18th. I thought, let's see what we can get. Because, you know, eventually we're going to need some people. So we can't just keep dumping off our picks here. So let's have a look and see what we got here. Oh, isn't that funny? Wilson Chandler. What an interesting name. And yeah, I think we're going to go with him. Everyone's really kind of the same around this area as all-star bench potential. So we'll go with him and hope for the best. Nice base. And we had just only the very last pick of the draft there that I'm just not even going to keep this player. Sorry, buddy. No offense. But yeah, we got a pretty full team here. So let's see. Yeah, obviously we're keeping Anderson and Patton. All right, we can ignore all those qualifying offers because, yeah, I locked all these guys in with contracts. Oh, crap. We don't have enough room under the hard cap to sign Singletary. This is where it kind of gets me. Like, maybe I need to understand hard caps better, but this is the last guy I want to lose out of this list. I'd rather lose both the other guys and keep Singletary. He is still restricted, so at least we got that. I'm going to see. I want to be kind of proactive and make sure we can actually free up enough space. If we do move someone, can we free up enough space that we can definitely get him? Because I feel like he's a must keep for our team here. Yeah, and I still think this is our best move. I mean, I really just want to free up cap space here, or better yet, just give me some more picks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's really what we're looking for. All right, here's our first move. We're going to move, come on, Malawach, over for a first round unprotected pick from the Nets and Joan Behringer, just, you know, to meet the cap expectations. Wait, what? So you want 2 second-round picks, and then you're going to throw in another first? That makes not much sense to me. Top 3 protected. Yeah, okay, I'm down. Now, I still think we're going to have to find another move here. We're still not going to have enough cap space. Can we just move Behringer? Say, really, I want a salary dump here. That's what we're looking at. Oh, here we go. Top 3 protected, 2 picks. There, another one of those. I don't even care how good the Heat are. I'm taking that. And we can move Caver for 2 first-round unprotected picks. So, yeah, there we go. So we freed up some space now. Don't know if that'll be enough. Let's see originally what happens. I don't want someone to offer him something, just so I know. So far, he's not taking anything. We can negotiate a contract with him. I'm going to lowball you a bit there, buddy. Just a little bit, but you still seem to be very happy with that. Perfect. All right, phew. Okay, we got him locked in. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And I think we actually got a better contract out of that. I'll have to look back. There, we also signed Collier just on a minimum, just as kind of like our third point guard. I like to have 3 point guards always, just in case, really. And that should fill out the team, so we can skip over to progression and see... Sean Anderson is up to a 98. Tracy Patton jumps up to a 93. Alex Martin goes down 1 to 91. Nate Ament at 89. Dawson goes up 1 to 87. Dawson goes down 1. Up 1 to 86. Cedric Jameson. Spencer Claxton goes up 5 to 86. Carl Chambers goes up 1 to 85. Looks like he's kind of capping out. And then a little bit of regression from some of our bench guys. We have an interesting kind of situation here with these 2 guys. I don't know if it'd be worth moving one of them to the 4. 7-1. What's his like strengths again? Because I feel like he's our must-have. Could he potentially be a 4, or could we potentially move Patton to be a 4? 7-2. They're both first overall picks in back-to-back years. 7-1. Do we have 2 7-footers on the floor at the same time? He's 204 pounds. He's 272 pounds. He feels like more like a true center just by that. I don't know if that would work, or we just actually end up moving Patton. See if we can get another like great player at a different position just so it better suits. Well, he technically goes down 1, but then we have Alex Martin here too. We have such a predicament. Let's see what's out there for Patton if we do go for him. I think I'm going to go with this move. The only thing that worries me really is this Cal Brown Jr. here is going to want a fat contract. It's the last year of his contract. But yeah, 94 overall point guard, and we get a first round pick. We do have to give up Patton and Dawson. I hope that was the right move, because I was really scratching my head. I spent a lot of time sitting and looking at 3 different moves there. I hope that's the right one. Let's reset this up here and see. And again, why is it putting Carl Chambers at start instead of Alex Martin? I don't quite understand why it wants to do that. That's a pretty impressive starting lineup. Hopefully that'll work out. We're much more balanced now on our layout of the team as well. We're still running a 9-man rotation with like some great players coming up. So yeah, hopefully that was the right move. We want to continue to win championships for a few years to come. So hopefully we'll be able to sign him too. Let's just run the season for a while, and then we'll see. Maybe we can do a contract extension with that guy and get him locked in early. Oh yeah, our team is looking pretty heated here. Look at this. We're first power ranking, first in conference ranking. We're looking pretty freaking good. Chemistry's decent. Fan interest is 100%, as it should be for a team like this. Yeah, we're going to stop here. Let's just first see about contract extension. So we got, yeah, Martin will resign. Ament will resign. Johnson will resign. Cal Brown Jr. will resign. Okay. So he wants a crap ton of money. And we have an upcoming power forward. So I think our number one priority here is our new guy here, Mikael Brown. So we have to give him a 4-year extension. Okay, there. So we've got him locked in for 5 years. Anderson's not eligible. That's going to be a possible problem. So he's going to want a lot of money. Oh, moving big key players, I guess. Ament wants a crap ton of money. Well, let's see what we do here. Let's first lock in these contracts. And can we, yep, it's letting us do all these contract extensions. But for sure, we're going to get screwed here at the end. There is no way we're going to be able to hold on to all these guys. You're willing to take a minimum. You have to pay a little more for. Okay, let's minimum you for 1 more year just to lock you in while we can. Yeah, we got another year on Trey Johnson still, so we're going to leave that contract. So Alex Martin on our system match isn't as good as the other players, right? Our other players are insane on the system match. So maybe we kind of hand the reins over to Chambers here, although I think he's kind of maxed out. That's the only thing I worry about here. So yeah, we're going to have to just let that slide through the season. I mean, we should have we better win this year with this team we got, because we're spending a lot of money on this. And yeah, we'll deal with the stress of that at the end of the season here when we go into the off season. And here's all the more reason why we need to get this guy locked in. Look at that. He won the MVP, Sean Anderson did. Damon Castle, Rookie of the Year, 6-man, Frederick Buckner, Wemby, still DPOY. He's still, oh, defensive guru. Sorry, my controller is, like, I don't know why it does that. But anyways, it looks like that's it. And then we got, yeah, all NBA first team, as he should be. That's it, eh? I'm actually very surprised with this team. All defensive first. There's Anderson there. All right, so here we go. First seed again. And we're facing off with the Pelicans here in the first round, who have Clarence Barber at a 90. Pretty Tool 81, Judd Bishop 95, Marshall McCoy 95. They have 390 players. Ooh. Win game 1, they win game 2. So I'm not really surprised they win game 3. So that worries me a bit. They have a very good team. Please win the next game. We can't afford to lose this one. Okay, we're tied 2 games apiece. Let's simcast through this one. Look at that, second quarter is solid. Oh yeah, and that we crushed in there. 154 to 119 in that game. Anderson with 35, Johnson with 27, Martin with 22, Claxton with 21. Great shooting percentages. We're going to game 7. Wow, okay, game 7, I guess is what we gotta do. Look at all our players, our top 8 players are on fire right now. We can't lose this game, right? They won't make us lose this game, right? We're gonna win this game. 14, 12. Yeah, we got this. Ooh, that was a little nerving. Second round, now our guys are exhausted. We're going to face the Suns. Look, they got Chris Snack, but other than that, this should be a snack for our team. We should just be able to mow right through these guys. Win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3, and we sweep them. Not surprised there. Good, we get a little rest before we face the 2-seeded Dallas again here. Last time we went through them in 5, and we do that again. Looks like, yeah, I believe they have the same team as last year, whereas we've obviously made some big changes. We've gotten better. We win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3. Oh, they win. This is how we used to feel with Dallas and Memphis, and for a while San Antonio, where we couldn't get past those guys, and now they can't get past us. Sean Anderson is the Western Conference MVP. Lucas Franklin of the Bucks on the East End. And here we go. Let's see who we face. Ooh, this is a good team as well. They got 390s, just like us. Let's see how game 1 goes. We win game 1 by 3. Ooh, so that was a to-the-wire game. Martin with 28, 11, and 5. On their side, Adrian with 23, 3, and 4 is their leading scorer. They had a very balanced team. They win game 2. That was by 7. Anderson with 32 and 11. Mikael Brown with 22 and 7. Shooting percentage could be better, but look at those free throws. Woo! And we'll see how this goes. We need to win. Yes, good. It's like we need to win that one. Won by a point. That doesn't even make sense. Look at the score of this and explain to me how this makes sense. Apparently we went to overtime and there was only 1 point scored in overtime. I mean, I guess it technically could happen. Could you imagine watching an overtime game where there was only the score was 1-0 in overtime? I don't know if that's ever happened. I gotta check. Well, I stand corrected. Apparently, Chicago Bulls and Minnesota Timberwolves on November 7th, 2015 scored 0 points. Both teams never scored a bucket in overtime. So I do stand corrected on that. But that's wild. I have personally never seen anything like that or I don't remember hearing on that. And yeah, I've been a hoops fan my whole life. I don't remember hearing about that. That's interesting. There you go. That was obviously a regular season game too. I wonder, probably not in playoffs. Anyways, back to this. So they win the games 4. And that was a little bit of a 14-point win for them. Guy with 30, Franklin with 24. We had 422, 30, almost a triple double from Martin. The guy that we're considering trading is the guy who did that. All right, let's let's actually hold on one more second. We're gonna do this old reset. This is a huge game here, so let's see. We need our point guards. I'm more looking for like Ray Johnson's hot, but I'm gonna bump your minutes up because I want you on the floor. You're playing 40 already. Oh yeah, there we go. We won by 12. Nice, nice, nice. Thankfully, our 3-point shooting. Remember at the beginning, our 3-point shooting was always abysmal. Now we got some 3-point shooters. All right. Let's leave the lineup as it is. We're going into Milwaukee now. Can we close it out here? Oh, it's going to be a close game. Oh, we're up by 8. Looks like we're going to get it. Oh yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to jump in just to see the celebration at the end here. Yeah, boys, back-to-back champions. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, hopefully we can keep Anderson. Hopefully we can keep Anderson. That's my big worry here. But for now, let's celebrate this. Woo! There's Chandler in his rookie year getting a title. There we go. NBA champions. Oh, sorry, Milwaukee. Yeah. Oh, they're sad. You know, Milwaukee was a team where I was looking at making a trade for, actually, too, when I was doing that move. With Tracy Patton there, I would consider Milwaukee. So that's why I recognize that one guy. He was one of the guys that would end up on our team. But I still think we made the right move in getting a elite Hall of Fame type of point guard here on our team. There's the boys all celebrating. There's Alex Martin. There's Sean Anderson. I don't know why you guys were all on the bench. Maybe just because you were like, yeah, we already won. We're just too good. Woo, yeah. Throw the fist. Don't punch him in the balls. He almost did, man. That was close. There we go. There we go. Hold that thing up high. We win another championship. He's saying, come on, guys. Get in here. Get in here. Hold this. Throw it up in the air. We got another championship. Let's see who becomes the MVP here. Is it going to be Anderson again there? I'm assuming so. And it was. So I could have argued to be Martin as well. Alex Martin. Woo! Nice. Say cheese. There we go. Back-to-back champions. On to the next draft. We do have the 10th pick from Golden State, the 15th pick from Miami, the 16th pick from Utah, the 17th pick from Brooklyn. Oh my God, the 19th pick from Atlanta, and then our 30th pick. That is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 5 first-round picks out of the 30 teams. So we got 17% of the first-round draft picks. That's one team. We're going to have to do some real thinking on this one, on what we're going to do here. Because, yeah, I don't want that many new players on the team, but obviously we want to see if we can get some good ones. Well, ironically, after we pick up a Hall of Fame type of point guard, the best draft guy right here is a Hall of Fame potential point guard. We do also have a Hall of Fame starter shooting guard as well, which could be a good mix in with our team. Or if we lose, they say there's no power forwards or anything. We've got a center down here. But if we end up losing our one guy, well, we can always look to make a move. So I'm going to see if we can move up to get first or second pick here. I don't think that'll be a problem with all the picks we have to give. Like, these are insane. With all these picks we have to give, we've got to be able to move up. So let's see what we can do. Indy's probably going to love us in the future for this, but yeah, let's see. Can we do that? Nope, they don't want to give up the first pick for that. We're trying to hold on to that 10th pick if I can. No, I'll keep giving you picks. How about our next pick next year, our top pick next year, unprotected? They still don't want to give it up. Will whoever's got the second pick, will they take this? Perhaps maybe they'll make this deal. Who's got the second? Flippers. Yeah, they like to make bad decisions. All right. Yeah. And we moved our last 2 picks out of there. Let's just even skip through this. I don't even care about that. We moved our last 2 picks out. Let's see, who do they take first? It's Jim Garnett. No way. So we do have Luke Simmons at the top here. I was very, very, very much considering going with McKinney here. But I mean, overall B to start, 19-year-old point guard. How can I not take this pick? I don't know how they didn't. I think that's ridiculous, insane. I can say many things that aren't appropriate about that decision for them. So they didn't want to take all those picks I was offering them and then ended up taking a guy who probably would have went like 4th, 5th, something like that anyways. Here I am making fun of the Clippers. And with our 10th pick, we found Cliff Owens here, who has a all-NBA ceiling and a starter floor for our 10th pick as a shooting guard. So that works out really well, actually. I'm very happy with that. Welcome to the team. And that's it, because I traded off everything else. It's so funny. I always fight for picks and then I end up trading them off, don't I? But see, it works out. It works out because we moved off all those picks to get this guy right here, who's starting as an 82 at 19 years old. We're going to have a huge problem at point guard. A good problem. We are, of course, going to take the option here on Spencer Claxton. Yep, and here's what I was afraid of. Yeah, I do not have enough room to sign Shawn Anderson, who's expecting a $69 million salary here. He's a restricted free agent, but I'm not going to be able to even sign him, so I'm going to have to try to make some moves here because I really want to keep Anderson on this team. So this is where my first considerations are, like right up here. I mean, we could actually even move. I really like Trey Johnson, but we could move him, free up $34 million. He's on the last year of his contract. So we could consider that. I was immediately looking at Martin or Ament here as I move, but yeah, we'll obviously have to do more than that anyways. But let's see what's available for Trey Johnson. That'll free up $35 million. I think I'm going to do this one. A 2040 first round pick, Derek Queen here for Trey Johnson. And he's got a lower contract at least. So that moves us, you know, from 34.66 to 21.16. And then can we potentially move Derek Queen right away? And let's see if we can shrink down this contract size. There's another, see, I'm going to get all these first round picks again, but this would drop us down to an 11 mil contract. That move right there. Yeah, I don't know if anyone can afford to just take, because, you know, I'm basically giving away talent, but I'm willing to give it away just for picks. If anyone can afford it. Just making a side note here as we're going through these things. There's Tiggs, right? Remember way back when I drafted Martin and I was like, we drafted him over Tiggs. At least as of right now, he's definitely the better player. And let's just be nosy and see what is. He's got no awards. Yeah, so we definitely made the right move taking him. All right, the next move we're making is we are going to have to move Nate Ament, but we're going to get Freddie Toole and Stephon Wilson. I don't know if we'll be able to keep him. He was the first overall pick 2 years back. I don't know if we'll be able to keep him in his, but the contracts, obviously, there's a big drop in contracts here, which I'm one of the reasons I want to do this move. But his potential is not really that great, in all honesty, for this guy. Man, we're moving so many pieces, but I'm trying to keep these core guys together. Yeah, basically this group, this top 6 here, need to stay together. Guess we're making this move. So we're going to drop a little more salary off and get another 2040 first. In 2040, we're going to have like a ridiculous amount of first picks. Yay! We finally have enough to negotiate a contract with our man, Shawn Anderson here. There, we traded off 1,000 players, buddy. At least we get to match. 3 years, 172. All right, that makes me feel a lot better that we got our guy locked in. That's huge. And hey, why the heck not? We got one too many players, so another 2040 first round pick and a 2039 top 3. Why not? And even look, okay, yeah, we can look at this. Oh, we got to lock in Spencer here. We do have a couple to work on, but I think it'll let us. Yeah, it looks like it's going to let us anyways. So we can lock in these couple guys and be good. Might as well do that now. Lock you in for 4 more years? I think we should, because you're damn good. You would rather go down to 3 if I can on you and see how you do. I think 3 years is plenty of a contract for you. Wow, I can really drop this down. That's good. There we go. So now we got all our key guys are locked in. Well, for at least 2 years, and we'll have to look at Jameson. But we got all our key guys locked in here. I like that. And now time to see the progression. So Claxton went up 5 to 91. That's what I was banking on. Martin goes down 1 to 90, but look at that. And we got 98, 94, 91 to 90, all in our starting lineup. And then Cedric Jameson, who's gone up 1 to 87, who's our current starting shooting guard. And aside from Mikal Brown, I mean, all our guys are young players. He's not old, but I mean, he's getting up there. And then we got Luke Simmons coming up behind him. So I really like this setup here. I really like this team. We're going to try to zoom a bit because, yeah, to be straight, I want to get this video out. And I'm going into overtime here because we've built such a dynasty. I really want to see what this team does. So we're going to try to zoom in. We're going to zoom through the next couple of years and see how this goes. There we go. Season through. We got Shawn Anderson and gets another MVP. Exactly why we wanted to lock this boy in. Seth Hicks, Bradley Roberts, 6-man, DPOY is still Wemby. Brad O'Neal from the Knicks. Jeremy Stewart, clutch player of the year, coach of the year, Steve Kerr. Jordan Hobson is like, who is the rook of the year? Seth Hicks. Where were you? Where did you go? 7th overall pick. It was a 76. Interesting. Yeah, 25 points a game. Anyways, there's Sean Anderson on the all NBA first team, as it should be if he's the MVP. And all defensive first team. Alex Martin on all defensive second. That's it, buddy. That's it. And then Luke Simmons. Wow, our new up and coming point guard. Oh, he's all rookie. Never mind. I thought that was an all defensive team. Anyways, yeah, we're rushing through here. Sacramento. There we are. 2nd seed. So we just finished 2nd. We had Mikal Brown was out for quite a while in the season. That's probably part of the reason. But look at that starting lineup. Ooh, and they got a good team too, the Nuggets do. So yeah, this is actually a good matchup for 2-7. We'll try this out because we could technically move Brown to the shooting guard position. We do win game 1. We win game 2. They win game 3. We win game 4. There we go. We gentlemen sweep into the next round where we face OKC. We've had some run-ins with them recently. Yeah, they fell off a bit. Barney Young, Desmond Macy are kind of their key guys here. And Noel Jennings, which I believe was on the team. I think at least 2 of those guys have been on the team for a while, but I think they lost at least 1 piece. We win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3, and we sweep them. On to face Memphis. We haven't seen them in a minute. Do they still have, what's his name? Mitch Moore. Yeah, they still got Mitch Moore down there. Mike Williams, Gerald Simpson. So 390 overalls. Uh-oh, and our guy's missing. Do we have an injury problem? Yeah, Martin's out. Broken left ankle, out for the season. Oh. We did win game 1 and game 2. Are we going to make it through? They win game 3. We win game 4. That's a good sign. Once we get that win on the other team's court, I usually feel pretty good. Like if we win game 3 or game 4, after winning the first 2, then we're locked in. We got 29 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Crazy stats from Anderson there. And we're facing off against the Knicks. Who do they got this year? Roy Early, Brad O'Neal, Ace Bailey, Kenny Livingston, and Ricky Thurmond. I feel like we should be able to beat this team even with one of our main guys out, right? Let me just do one of these look-throughs again. Like, that's the nice thing of keeping Chambers, right, that we got in that one trade. That we still have a pretty decent guy playing the backup spot here. Like, yeah, we got all 9 of our players. Oh, no, sorry. 7 of 9 of them are heated right now, too. Knicks win the first game. They win by 6. Ooh, Anderson was 9 of 26. 0 of 5 from 3. He'll have a comeback game on that, though. Oh, Knicks win the second game by 11. That's not good at all. Wow. Okay, they won that game, too. We're screwed, I think. They won by 35 on our own court. See if we have any chance of getting one. Nope. We got swept. Ouch. Thurmond wins finals MVP. No 3-peat for us. It's very hard to get a 3-peat, I find, when I do these. Yeah, we cranked up the minutes for some of our guys here. And I'm just curious to see, where's our, yeah, Simmons here. 4 of 9, 12 points. Because I made him the starting point guard. And then moved Brown Jr. to the shooting guard position, just to see how that would go. Wow, so much for that season. Quick look, here's those picks again. We got 3rd and 4th pick. We also have the 11th pick, the 27th pick. But yeah, we got a lot of picks again. So we moved off every pick except for the 3rd and 4th. I'm holding on to those, obviously. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we can get our hands on. Can we get a good Brandon Ingram Jr.? But with this pick, we are going to go with Delano Dawkins. He has a Hall of Fame starter floor here going on. So we're going to take him for sure. He's power forward, so that can be a replacement for Martin coming up. Yeah, I'm going to probably move him sooner than later. And now we get to pick our very next pick. I love this. Brandon Ingram Jr. keeps coming up. But we do have Charlie Bishop here. The only thing I don't like is his floor is bench. But he has Dominique Wilkins Hall of Fame, which I feel like I already got a neek from someone else recently. It might have been, what's his name? Spencer? I think Spencer Claxton. Alexander Ward, Hall of Fame, bench. Donovan Max, another small forward, all NBA bench. I'll take him all NBA bench. All NBA bench. I love the hair on that guy. Check out that. That's sick. Guaranteed starter and Jerome Nicholson, who's a center. Charlie Bishop, small forward. Who do we got as small forward right now? Wait, that's where Spencer is. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Bishop. He's also a year younger. We'll go with Bishop, and hopefully he lives up to his potential, and because we could use a better small forward, I think, coming up anyways. I keep forgetting about Spencer Claxton. But whatever, we can make a trade if we have to. So there we go. We're done for this year. All the other ones, wait till you see how many picks I'm going to end up with in 2040. It's going to be ridiculous. We got 2 great potential players coming up here. Freddie Toole. I don't think this guy's going to advance much further. Do we just let him go? Yeah, I'm just going to let him go. Yeah, we're going to need the space and everything on our team, and the cap space and all that. So that's one player to get rid of. Now we have to figure out one more that we're going to get rid of, because I think we got everybody locked in. So we're going to need to drop somebody. Looks like we're sitting at 15 right now, but yeah, there's Tracy Patton. Hey, there's our old guy. Ended up at 96. Quick peek at our progression, because I said I was going to be faster with this and I haven't really been. But Sean Anderson goes up to a 99 overall. Spencer Claxton goes up 2 to a 93. Luke Simmons goes up 6 to an 88. Jameson goes up 1 to an 88. Chambers goes up 1 to 86. Owens goes up 7 to 82. Ooh, Cliff Owens, what was he? He was our 10th overall pick the other year, so he jumps up quite a bit. And then we got a bit of regression on our bench guys. Oh, quite a bit off of Jan, but that's okay. Looks pretty good. And let's see, going by positional placement, we got 3 solid point guards, but again, Mikael Brown can play shooting guard as well, so I'm okay with that. We got at least 2. I like to have at least 2 solid, in that position right there with Cason Wallace. He's a backup point shooting guard, so I extended him on the minimum. We got Claxton obviously here with Georgie, and then Charlie Bishop, our new draft pick. Alex Martin still here with Chambers. Salon, who I did another minimum on. I think I got him in one of the trades as well. And then Delano Dawkins that we just drafted 3rd overall. Then we have our man, Sean Anderson, with Jan Hansen as backup. And I believe, yeah, we've got 2 of these. 1, 2... Yeah, 2 of these guys can play center backup too, which kind of makes me feel a little bit better because we have quite a drop off here. But it makes me feel okay with that, so I'm happy with that. Oh, and then we're just going to skip through. Well, we've had some injury woes, but we still had a solid season. Sean Anderson gets MVP again. Vince Gordon, Rookie of the Year. Sadly, not one of our guys. But they probably didn't get any time, to be fair. 6-man Edmund Knight. Sean Anderson, DPOY. Nice. Douglas Jennings, Most Improved. Clutch Judd Bishop. And look at that, 67 and 15, our coach there for Coach of the Year. And then obviously Sean's going to be on All-NBA and All-Defensive first. Alex Martin, who's injured yet again, is on the 3rd. And of course, we're going to zip through the play, and there we are. We got 1st seed, and we're facing off with the Warriors right away. Yeah, they still have 290 overall players. Chris Ack Jr. still sitting in the 90s. Scotty Barnes, some notable names there that we still know out way into this future. We win game 1, they win game 2. Let's just do a quick little check and refresh here. We win game 3 and game 4. They win game 5. Come on, we're going to get through right here, right? Yeah, there we go. We move on in 6. To face the Denver Nuggets in the 2nd round. Isaac Higgins, who's a 93. Sandor, 91. Carter, 93. Whew. We're 86 and Newton, 86. Good team, but good. We should have a good matchup against these guys. So we win game 1. I almost said Sacramento. We win game 2. We win game 3. We swept them. Wow, I didn't expect a sweep. Jennings, Mullings, Hudgens, Bishop, Day. Better beat this team. In game 1, we win game 2. We win game 3. We swept them. All right, Sean Anderson from the West, and from the East is Argento Izzo. No way, who has very little points. Surprisingly made it. But he was our former guy way back in the day. There he is on Sacramento for a few years. The Kings versus Heat in the finals. We'll have a look at this, but I just want to do a little refresh again. And we got, well, they got Devin Cooper, Charles Strickland, Glenn Ware, and then Izzo, of course, and Malik Jordan. They seem to be one of the easiest teams we faced. It's a good thing, as it looks like our man is Alex is injured again. We win game 1. We win game 2, win game 3. We swept him. Nice. Sean Anderson, the finals MVP, back to being a champion 3 of the last 4 years. Let's see. We got a few picks again this year. Let's see if we can possibly get our hands on the 1st. No, not yet. Come on, I'm giving you a lot here, really, when you think about it. Here, I'm asking you to look at all these picks. Oh my gosh. Look at these 2040 picks. Let's see, we'll give up ours unprotected. There we go. 1st pick. I wanted to get 1st because I feel like we have like basically all Hall of Fame potentials except for our shooting guard spot, right? And this, I think it was this guy right here. Yeah, he's Hall of Fame starter with a comparison to a ceiling of Dwayne Wade. So that's the whole reason I wanted to make sure I got this guy right here. So now we got another young star. Like this team, whew, I could like go on this series forever. I honestly thought we wouldn't be able to sign him in and get him, but we got Cedric Jameson back. I really thought we were just going to lose him. So that's good for now until our new guy, Rudolph here, Holiday Spirit, until our new guy, Randolph, kind of builds up a bit. All right, so here we go. Brown Jr. is starting to go down as I kind of expected, but Luke Simmons there has now gone up 4 to a 92. So we got our young guy ready to take place there. Cliff Owens has actually jumped up to an 88. So maybe I didn't have to hold on to Jameson. But whatever. Again, I'd rather trade someone than just lose them. Chambers goes up to an 87. Dawkins goes up 6 to an 81. Charlie Bishop goes up 6 to an 80. It was, yeah, 4th overall pick last year. That's good to see. And yeah, Dawkins. Those were our 2 guys that we got last year. They jumped both to 1 up 6. And these 2 centers we just signed for backup. They both regressed, unfortunately. But hey, they fit the system, so it is what it is. We're probably going to have to make a move, but this is insane. Look at this. Like, they got Chambers starting as an 88 technically, right? But our 6th man is a 93 and our 7th man is a 91. 8th is an 89. 9th is an 84. We got to have a really good season this year. We definitely got to be 1st overall, 1st power ranking. If not, then something's just wrong. Yeah, there we go. 11 and 1, 12 and 1, 13 and 1, 14 and 1. There we go. We're on a win streak. Oh, yeah. Oh, we did lose 1 to the Warriors. Another MVP for Sean Anderson. We love to see it. Isaac Adrian, Rookie of the Year. We're going to skim through. Wemby gets another DPOY. How old is Wemby now? 36. I would not, again, I'd not be surprised to see that IRL. Most improved Vince Gordon, Marshall McCormick. Our coach of the year, as you see, we went 71 and 11, and we better get executive of the year. No, I think it's just because our salary is so high. That's why it always screws me on that. I always end up with a high salary team, but hey, when you think about the amount of revenue a team like this would bring in, I'm sure it pays for that 340-ish million salary plus luxury taxes. Of course, Sean's on the first NBA team. Was that going to be it? Oh, Martin there. Okay, at least he's on the defensive team. So we're probably moving him after this season. He doesn't know that yet, so don't tell him. I thought I saw something else, but whatevs. Okay, and we're going to skip through the play-in, and we're New Orleans. Is that who we faced last year? Solid center, but we got a solider center. Yeah, that's a word. Yep. Look it up. Clarence Barber, point guard at 90. So we got a little better in those positions that they are solid on. So hopefully we can get through. I like to always kind of just go by there, at least to start. It seems when this team's this good, it seems to work out fine. They're so deep. And there's the one I wanted to see. There we go. We win in 6. Did get a couple wins out of us there. Warriors. Hey, look, Topic, our old player. Con Knipple, Dalton Hicks, Damon Castle, and Chris Sinak Jr. Still at a 91. I got to remember that for future scenarios. I'm going to try to get that guy. Because he stays solid for years. Like, how old is he now? We'll see. They win game 1. They won convincingly. Wow. What happened here, guys? Yeah, their shooting percentage was 58. We got 2 all defensive players here. What the hell? Let me just peek at Sinak. Yeah, he's 33 and he's sitting in the 90s still. You guys, we've had enough of you. It's time. We're going to let you win that game. You know, we'd let you win that one just to make you feel good. But now we're going to really consider this. I kind of want to move. Don't call me crazy, but I feel like that having him starting point guard might be better. And we win game 2. We won only by 3. Win game 3. Oh, they win game 4. All right, we're simcasting this one. Come on, guys. Oh, not a good start. Gotta make up for it here. We're on a home court. Come on. This is why we go for first seed. This is not so... Oh, we're a 4-point game. Oh, it's a close one. Okay, let's jump in. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. We're going to finally jump into a game. It's been a minute. I'm supposed to be accelerating this. I got to get this video out in less than a day. So, hurry up, guys. Okay, oh, wait. Probably in control here. We got to fix that. All right, here we go. So Alex Martin's going to inbound the ball. Inbounds it into Anderson. Swings it over to Owens. To Jameson. We're going to have a pick here. Nope. Owens comes through. Back to Jameson. We're going to bring it into Anderson at the post. Oh, Brown. Back to Jameson. We're not really creating anything good here. Jameson's going to take a kind of a crappy shot and miss. What the hell that was. Oh, on the break, Sinak Jr. gets in behind the defense with the easy lay-in. And we're down 4. Come on, boys. We got Owens bringing it up. Oh, and he... Why? Oh, you better make that. Okay, Jameson made that bucket. I was like, why would you pass an open layup? I don't know. But good job anyways. Whatever, it worked out. 1-point game, 1-point game. Come on, boys. Here's Sinak now, trying to post against Martin. Wow, turnaround bucket. That was a tough shot. Owens now bringing it up. Come on, let's create a good play here. Oh, look, he gets past again. This time he's going to lay it up and get it in. That's what you should have done the first time. I mean, still, that 3 was nice, but that's what I'm talking about. 14 points in 20 minutes for Cliff Owens. I love how our team is built 90% out of the draft. It's amazing. Sinak against Martin again. Martin's all defensive. I'm surprised Anderson isn't guardian, but we got solid defense. And Martin gets the rebound. Pushes it ahead to Jameson, who's been clutch in the last 2 minutes so far. Into Anderson, who's in the paint. He's got a good position. Oh, swings it out to Owens, who's going to get through. Oh, misses the layup this time. All right, 1 point game, 47 seconds remaining. Sinak, there's a mismatch here. They got to move back. Cobb with the 3, and he misses. Oh, that's good, because they had to move in on that. Jameson trying to attack again. Beautiful pass into Martin with the reverse dunk. Oh yeah, baby. 1 point lead here for the Kings with 22.5 seconds remaining. Again, don't tell Martin that he's probably being traded at the end of the year. Topic, the former King, is trying to penetrate. He does get in deep position, but can't make the bucket. Oh, Sinak grabs the rebound and swings it out. He should have just went straight up with that. Now he's going to take a tougher shot, but makes it. Oh, 7.6 remaining. Oh my God. This is a stressful game. Make sure it's a buzzer beater if you can, unless you get, of course, you get a penetration here. Here's our young guy. Simmons swings it over to Jameson with the open 3, and he nails the 3. Huge bucket. Huge bucket from Jameson, and they win this crucial game 5. What a finish. That was insane. All right, after that craziness, can we close it out here in Golden State, or are we going to go to a game 7? I wouldn't be surprised to see this go game 7. Oh, 42 seconds left. Now, not going to bother simming through that. Yeah, they did win by 4. So we are going to a game 7. This has been an insane series. Your point guard, right? Yeah, I think I might just dump your minutes out. Sorry, buddy. It's nothing personal here. Jameson was clutch in the last game. Let's see how can we pull off this game 7. Oh, good start. Wow, that was a highly offensive first quarter for both teams, and then total opposite in the second. But we're holding on to a decent lead here. Yeah, it looks like we got it. Nice. And we finish it off there. That's amazing. Claxton with 35 and 9. Anderson with 39 and 9. Owens with 21, 7 and 4. Martin 15, 8 and 4. Total team effort there. And we're going on to face Houston, the number 2 seeded team in the West. How are you looking here? 92, 90, 87, 87, 89. We win game 1. Win game 2. Win game 3. Wow, swept him. I did not expect to sweep him, but I'll take it. John Anderson and Jeremy Stewart, the Raptors. We're facing the Raps this year. Who do they got? Jeremy Stewart, Sean Teague. Oh, yeah, that was the first overall pick a few years back. I remember that name. Antonio James, Bruce Evans, and Ross Jenkins. I feel like we got this, right? All right, everybody, we got this. You don't even have to worry, right? We got this. We win first 2. They win game 3. We win game 4. There's that big one I talk about. And we win the finals. I still can't believe our governor loves me. Because, yeah, I'm so not used to that. John Anderson gets another finals MVP under his belt. Yeah, baby. 5 out of the next 6. We'll do one more year, and then I'll probably stop it there. But, of course, you can always say in the comments if you want to see more or anything. But we'll probably stop it after one more year. I do want to see this 2040 and see how many draft picks we have and where they lie. So we'll look at that real quick. So we did trade off one of them to get the first pick last year, but we got the 3rd pick. We got the 5th pick. We got the 19th pick, the 22nd pick, the 23rd pick, the 25th pick. And then, yeah, we gave up our 30th as much to Detroit and that for that first overall pick last year. Crazy. And we managed to yoink the first pick for basically nothing. I tried to actually offer them more because I wanted to be fair, and they didn't even want it. And then they gave me this weird counter offer. So I was like, fine, you can have 2 of my picks for the first pick. Sure. All right, all other draft picks have been traded off except for the 1st and the 5th. I just quickly did that. So we won't be able to sign them all again. So, and this is the guy I want. This is why I wanted to just go for first for whatever reason, even if hypothetically this is the last season. Another shooting guard, Hall of Fame starter potential, starts off with a B overall at 19 years old. Obviously, we're taking Abraham Francis here. Welcome, Abe. And here, he's a little undersized, but we got Carl Bass, who's got all NBA starter potential. We're taking as the 5th pick. He was a little lower on the drafts, but I like it for my team. And again, that starter floor is something big for me. All right, our team's locked in here. We got Simmons, who went up to a 94. We'll just quickly skim through this. Owens, who went up 3. He was clutch in that game we watched, to a 91. Dawkins goes up to an 88. Bishop goes up to an 87. They both went up 7, which is insane. Chambers goes down 1, unfortunately. Well, then there's Randolph, who went up 5 to an 82. Not bad. What a beautiful sight there. 6 players, a 90 or better, and an 89. And then we have an 88 and an 87. So our team continues to get better. Oh, look at this. Tracy Patton, the guy we originally had, got MVP. Main reason I think that is because his numbers, you know, I'm just saying, they aren't as good as Anderson's usually is. But he was out for about the first 3 months of the season with an injury. And it really hurt us. Rudy, Rookie of the Year. Our man Francis didn't get Rookie of the Year. 96 man. Cooper Flag, DPOY. How old is Cooper in this game now? 34. Most Improved Mac George, Judd Bishop, Clutch Player of the Year. Yeah, so when he was out, our team really struggled, and we were only a little bit above 500. And the minute he was back, we were laughing. So yeah, he didn't even make it. He didn't play enough games probably to make it onto the any of the teams. So we got nothing. Right away, we face the Mavs. They are weak on the front court, so hopefully that'll pay off in our favor. We win game 1. We win game 2. Win game 3. Sweep. Get out the brooms. We swept him. Now we go on to face Houston. Yeah, who was, I think, 8th seed last year. Wow. Well, that's our team. I was looking at all those 90s. That's our team. The whole starting lineup is 90s. They're still good. Mac Henderson, Steve York. They got 3 90s. Ethan Wilcox. Looks a lot like Chris Anak in that picture. Gary Evans and Mac George are also good players as well. 87 and 86 respectively. So, yeah, we got a good matchup here. And they do win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. Game 4. And move on. Nice. So now the Hornets. As long as our guy stays healthy, we should be okay here. Alex Freeman, Clarence Barber, Nate Ament, our old guy, Vince Gordon, Marshall McCormick. Yeah, we should be able to whoop this team, right? Our team's like all on fire now after that last big series upset. I almost did simulate round, which I mean, well, they won game 1, but we won game 2. Let's say we should win. Going to a game 5. Tied 2 games apiece. This is not what I was expecting. Maybe this team has a lot of depth or something. I don't know. I don't think I have a good reason why they could possibly be. They do have home court too. Oh. Yeah, we lost that game. Don't go out here. Don't go out here. I should have actually adjusted the lineup. But being too cocky. We're going to win at home, which we do convincingly. Okay, game 7. I'm going to take a minute and look at this. Here we go with the game 7. I'm a little nervous about this one. There we are. Oh, we got a really tight game here. Oh, they got a little bit. Oh, we're coming back, though. We're going to slow this simulation down there. We're coming back with 3 minutes left. Oh, let's jump in. We got less than 2 minutes left in a 1-point game. Come on, boys. Let's get this. Here we go. I meant to inbound the ball here. The Pelicans do have possession right now. Yeah, don't let him in there. Our defense is going to be... Look at us. The defense is all over, but we left Gordon wide open, and he made the 3. 4-point lead for the Pels here. 1:42 remaining. Come on, boys. Chambers swings it over to Brown Jr. He's trying to penetrate. That was a bad pass to Owens, but luckily he was able to get a hold of it. And get in there, foul, 2 free throws here. It's going to be clutch here. All right, back to a 2-point game. Barber bringing it up for the Pels here. He's trying to penetrate. There's a step back from the foul line. And misses. Rebound to Anderson. He's going to bring it up. Love seeing a center bring it up the ball. Over to Simmons. All right, we're spreading out the floor here. Pick from Martin. Simmons attempts to penetrate. He stops. Off the window and in. Ties the game at 95. Good job, Simmons. 2nd overall pick from 2037 that we can't believe we got. Freeman with the 3, and not a good shot at all. Thank you. We appreciate you. Everyone here in Sacramento loves you. Oh, that was a quick shot. A good shot, really, but a quick shot. Wouldn't do that in this game, I don't think. You need to really, yeah, we need to really set good plays here. Because they got down on the break and made a lay-in. All right, so let's be smart here. Simmons really wants to take this game over. He gets stopped, but he's going to shoot anyways and makes it. Okay. You're lucky you made that. We're tied at 97. Big possession here. 26 seconds remaining on the clock. Barber has it. They've spread out the floor. We're going to kill some clock. Yeah, they're going to try to get a game winner here. Killing the clock. Huge possession here. I have a feeling he's going to try to penetrate and kick out for a three somewhere, or one of these guys. He's trying. We got solid defenders on this team. We don't F around. Yep, there it is. And he missed a three. We're going to overtime. We lobbed that up and almost got it. We go into OT. We're going to sim through a little bit of this, I think, at least here. So, yeah. See, it throws me off because I usually have to go down a notch. Here we go. Crucial over... Wait, what? I have to look back at this. But I guess we're done. What happened to the overtime? It was on fast. It wasn't on super fast. Did it just go through that fast and I wasn't paying attention? Well, that's awkward. We lost that game, and McCormick is the Western MVP. Tracy Patton, our old guy, so Hawks pals. Hopefully Patton can win this. And they do, Patton with MVP. Good job. We still got love for the guy. We didn't trade him because we didn't want him. We traded him because we had to. All right, I got to try to go through one more season, but we're going to go right to the playoffs. Bonus season here, we got the Mavericks in the conference finals. We're just kind of speeding through this. Look at this team. Can we fly through the... Can we fly through the maps? Should we do it? Oh, we swept him. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Tracy Patton against Sean Anderson. Two greats that were once on the same team. And the Hawks won last year. Kings obviously win year before that. The year before that. So let's see how this goes. Hawks win game one. Do another little check here. We win game two. We win game three. And game four. And there we go. This is why we had to do a bonus season, because I knew we were... Well, obviously, we got a lot of championships coming. But another title for the team. Sean Anderson with another MVP. And let's just see. Let's see some of our main players here for a minute. So Sean Anderson, let's see his stats here. His career so far, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Great shooting percentages. There we go. 5-time NBA champion, 4-time MVP, 5-time finals MVP. So every time they made it. Since he's been on the team, he's got it. 7-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA first, second once. Alex, who's been around here a long time. We considered trading him many times, but he's still around here. And look at that. He's got the 5 championships, 4 All-Stars, 2 All-NBA first, 1 second, 1 third, and all defense. Claxton and Singletary have been around for the last 5 titles as well. So there we go. It took us a little while to get this together, but I mean, we had a winning team all throughout. And then from 2036 on, as you see, we won 5 out of the 7 titles going on there. So I will take that. That was an amazing finish. And we have built a heck of a team here. We even had to trade off a couple guys in this last season. But look at this roster we have lined up here. Like, we've built a heck of a team here that can, you know, probably win and win and win and win. If we were to keep going on this, we definitely could become the GOAT team. So appreciate this. Hope you all love it. I got to get this out because it's like, yeah, we're on the final crunch here for me to get this released on time. This one took me a while, so I'd appreciate it if you give me a like and give me a sub. Definitely give me some comments down below what you think of the video. And if you have any thoughts of something you want me to do. Appreciate you all. Thanks so much for checking out the vid. We'll see you soon. Peace.